So
Yo, King, why can't you attract normal women or minimum like
That's what I
femmes
be
or something like
asking, yo.
that?
That's what I be asking. I'm literally asking that, bro. I'm keeping it real. I don't get it. I don't know what.
also,
Like every girl you talk to has some like bullshit going on with them. Like, can you go gay or something at very minimum? Like, you can talk to only men.
well, again, you attract what you are. So if Kester stop being crazy,
If Kester stop being crazy, alright, cool, bro. It's crazy Kester time. Nobody's getting heels.
Yo, King, I need Kester to either go gay or asexual right now. Stop talking to the opposite sex.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Actually, don't even go gay because you might talk to Shaw by accident, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Strahd ass slap.
Yo, that's somebody else's.
He really did sexually assault me that one time. We said to let that rock.
I mean, what was you gonna do about it?
Yeah, you're right. What the fuck am I do about it?
It just kind of happened, and you just gotta deal with that.
Back, man. You gonna fillet in 3 seconds, man.
Oh my god.
Also, with the skin comes out animation, which I like the whole brash, posh, stylish.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Wait, Zion?
That was here.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, you say we late in like 5 minutes.
No, he's here. He's very here. Very active.
So I usually don't start unless Zion says something.
Okay.
I think he's just muted.
Yeah. Shit, man, he was talking right now.
Nah, he said he was cooking though. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, what you cooking, bro?
I didn't know he was finished cooking. I thought he was like oh well, I didn't know that he was still cooking is what I wanted to say.
Hey, he said
Cooking
he was
eggs.
ongoing. He's making like taco pizza or some shit.
Taco soup.
Yo, shit. What's wrong with soup, bro, man?
Yeah.
Fixation
You better
soup,
get
man.
me some.
It's a common starter. What do you mean? It's not great, but it is a common starter. Just not for some.
Like, is anyone asked how my baby died, or like she's died of natural causes? I think we never got the definition of how she died.
I mean, we'll ask.
Yeah.
Just curious. We've yet to introduce ourselves to Arena and.
No, we did.
No,
we did.
We did. It
Kinda
was just.
did, but you did it in your normal fashion, so they still are kind of confused.
Yeah.
Let's introduce ourselves after the story, just in case you want to incriminate ourselves.
Like most got to introduce themselves back at the house when they first met.
But those that were invisible haven't.
No, they did, but it was very much like while we were running, so it was pretty mixed.
And we introduced ourselves twice.
More or less, yeah.
Some of the members of the group did introduce themselves the second time around, which I was a bit confused by.
Yeah, you guys tend to forget things, so you just do them again sometimes.
Yeah, we do that. That's very like us.
You'll live. I hope. I don't know.
I sure hope we will.
No music? No one? Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Me,
find something to care about until a fight.
Yeah. Zion. We become a bliss singer. Let's
see.
Haunting fantasy mix.
Love fantasy mix.
It's easy to click buttons. Look at that. 2 hours of just random shit. Perfect.
So music Jersey Club mix variant.
What? What?
That would bop for like a cyberpunk campaign or something. All right. Let's see. So last time on Dragon Ball, Lucian actually asked one of the storytellers at the campfire to tell the story or the fairy tale of the Vampire King. You note that Esmeralda and the others kind of sitting down at the campfire trying to make themselves comfortable. Although most of the others after, Irina specifically refuses to sit, just kind of still leaning against the wagon. looking off towards the dark roadside. She doesn't seem to be paying much attention to anything other than the dark. With you all gathering around, and I'm not sure what you're doing. You can see to that yourselves. The old woman just kind of nods, putting her pipe back in her mouth and looking back. Now you want to know the story of that old vampire king, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
She nods. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna wolf from also nods as well.
She just kind of pushes her hands out. Sit and listen. Long ago, well, as the story goes, this kingdom was called the Whitehaven. It was a magical realm where elves, dwarves, and animals and men lived together, unified. There were dragons guarding the borders as knights and champions, leaders over all, and the very gods walked the earth, instilling glory in people. This land, of course, is, well, let me go on. But then came Strahd, the Conqueror. He, seeking a new kingdom of his own for his father's own recognition, he, well, lied to the land. He cursed it. Yet he didn't come alone. Strahd, the Conqueror, brought with him a younger brother, his first lieutenant, Sergei. A young, strong, noble, and beautiful. Sergei changed everything in Whitehaven. He convinced his brother to develop relationships with the people, not simply war with them and try to take this land. He defended the land from neighboring bandits and raiders, and even caught the eye of the princess of Whitehaven, Tatiana. This royal affair occurred when Sergei saved the king's only daughter from the southern ravers of Beria. Hey, she just kind of points towards the south. Oh, well, they used to be that way. Smiling at you and just kind of scratching her nose, she goes on. For this, the king afforded Sergei one wish in all the kingdom of Whitehaven, and with consent from Tatiana, he was allowed to court her. And soon the two became inseparable. They did everything together. They went on adventures and freed dwarves from the mines, fairy tale things. Yet ever lingering behind them, Strahd became jealous of Sergei. For he too aided in saving Tatiana's life. And he was too madly in love with her, just like his brother from the start. He was wise and noble, the greatest of leaders. But Strahd had one unfortunate flaw. Can you guess what that is, Bubbies? She says as she looks up at you. She just kind of points her pipe at each of you. Well, you all look like you're together.
I assume greed.
Yes, I imagine, but no. In the fairy tale, Strahd was not greedy. Anyone else?
Unable to
Jealousy?
handle rejection.
Lack of charisma.
You just see her nodding. All very good guesses, but none of them true. No. Strahd had one great weakness, and that was, well, he was old.
Oh.
In this campaign, Strahd came to Whitehaven in his mid-40s. The wars had taken their toll, and Strahd was badly wounded in an ambush sometime later, only finding himself to survive thanks to a young Vistani girl who shared with him herbal remedies of the woods. But these things, these traumas, and his age made him, well, sad at points, pathetic to some, but still, in his mind, he was ever still like Sergei. When he returned, well, the story goes that he found that his brother and Tatiana were to be married. And he did everything he could to talk both of them out of the marriage. He even confessed his love to Tatiana. But to him, he responded that he was nothing more than an older brother, a mentor. And that is when he knew. He would never be Sergei, and he would never be young Never again. But in his rage, he found the confidant of a young dusk elf girl named Petrina. Petrina knew things, knew powerful things, and Strahd was drawn into her lust and, well, her beauty. Because, well, she was a princess herself, but not of men, of elves. Petrina and Strahd made their own vows, and she brought him to the ancient Amber Temple. There he found the gateway to another world, and from it seized power and formed a contract. She smiles, looking around. Still there?
Yes, yes.
But what world he went to?
She just nods towards Wolfram. Looking towards Wolfram. Excuse me.
Oh, I was asking what type of world he went into.
She just kind of looks around as a few of the Vistani just kind of chuckle at the question as she nods. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm no fortune teller. Just
Mm.
telling an old fairy tale from memory.
See.
This isn't even the good part yet. It does get better. I promise.
Oh.
On Sergei's wedding day. That was Strahd's last attempt. After he had the contract, he returned. He stopped the wedding in protest in a fit of rage, murdering Sergei. The two fought and he couldn't resist. But it was something that switched at that moment. Why the clouds blackened and blotted out the sun. They say it was the last time anyone in Barovia ever saw sun. And, well, the king, he sent his guards to put him down, but he tore them apart, limb from limb, tearing their flesh with teeth and claws. In the end, Strahd massacred the entire wedding party. The king, the guards, his own escorts, everyone. Except one. He finally found Tatiana at the edge of the Ravenloft castle. She just kind of points towards the massive castle sitting up on a cliffside amongst the clouds. That king, that monolith. Tatiana was at the edge of the castle, overlooking the valley beneath the mountain. He begged her, face twisted from hunger and corruption, to take his hand in marriage. Tatiana smiled at Strahd, a gentle, peaceful smile, and threw herself off the cliffside. Her body was found later by auxiliary guards, partially eaten by wolves. That was the day the king of vampires made a pact with the devil to reign eternally in Barovia. In reality, you must know the vampire curse, my friends. It's sickness. Ah, we know. We've been outside of this thing, this creation. There are vampires all over the world, not just here. There are no devils or demons here, just famine and guilt and sadness caused by a curse. But, well, I guess it's more because we have no leaders. Perhaps this Strahd fellow would be good to have in charge. Anyway, that is the story of how supposedly this world came to be. But, well, I implore you, go march up to that castle. You'll find nothing there. Empty, hollow, spider webs littering the place. Raiders go back and forth into that castle every day, scouring baubles, jewels, and whatever else they can find. No one's ever been bitten by vampires. They're quite the opposite, I think.
Well, were there ever any leaders? Who even built the castle?
Long before my time. And she just kind of counts on her fingers. I'm 72, I think. Most of the Vistani just laughing and carrying on a bit before she turns back to Kester. Uh, I don't know who built it, but, well, I'm sure the history books are here somewhere. Uh, there's been some issues throughout the land. Not having leaders is one thing, but religious cults and other strangers pass through these parts, burning books and destroying histories. Who knows what this place is really? If you've actually seen the outside world, you know there's nothing like this out there. It's almost as if this is a caricature, something drawn out of someone's wild imagination.
Let's see. Okay.
Those Merles just kind of looking around. Well, that got dark quickly. Anyway, just moving up towards you all and just going back towards the tent. Well, you're welcome to stay. I can have accommodations made for you, but I think after that I'm gonna go to sleep. Try to get some sleep anyway. Just the thought of some crazy old vampire king is. I don't need that. I'm already doing my part to hunt down something. I'm sure it's not a vampire, but it is, well, a shadow of some sort. And that's why I need to find this Rosen.
Got it.
She just nods, going back to the tent. Before stopping, she just kind of turns around. Something tells me you all have questions, or at least one of you. I'll wait.
Just looking at her. You said her name was Tatiana, right? Did she have like any family, at least in the story? Did she have any family?
The older woman just kind of shaking her head. No, but, well, legend says that when she died, she did not get an eternal rest, for her soul and her love of Sergei separated them. Sergei could not rest without her. So they say that Tatiana's soul, it just roams the land. Sometimes people say they see or hear her looking for Sergei. Others say they see him in the countryside to the west, throwing stones across ponds or running through the woods, looking for some creature, calling out for her. She laughs as she smiles as the other Vistani laugh. You can hear them also tell tales of Tatiana and Sergei, and just interwoven into that, just strange tales of Barovia in general, werewolves and things that they certainly don't believe in.
You have information about the winery area? How was it? Before the whole what was actually any information about the winery before the whole Druid people came over there? What was that like?
So what?
There was a winery. Any information about that before the whole Druid came in there? Besides the cult.
You note them just kind of looking around and just kind of not sure how to respond. One of them says, haven't made deliveries in a while. I'm sure they're fine, though. Not much is known ever since the gate to the west is closed. Well, we just travel south or north to get out now.
We have to see what's going on with that gate.
Yeah. Earlier you said Madame Ava was the past elder of this group. How, if you don't mind me asking, how exactly did she die?
Everybody's just kind of glaring at you, then turning away as Esmeralda just quickly comes over to you and puts her arm around your shoulder. Gotta say, they don't really take too kindly to all that. You see, how do I say this? when I arrived about a month ago, uh, due to my blood right, I fit right in. But well, the story is that Ava was sacrificed to the werewolf queen. But well, that seems strange because ask the Vistani anything about the werewolves, and they'll tell you they don't exist. But well, I heard one of the little ones talking about it. Overheard it from her ma. I buy the story. I've heard similar tales of the West being overrun by werewolves, but I've never seen one before. So, she just kind of shakes her head. I remember them in the dream world, but uh, I haven't heard any descriptions of anything like, what was that one's name? Mm. She just kind of shakes her head. It's a bit foggy. That
So,
said, if you want to travel west, like I said, I do need to find someone, but I can't leave here at the moment.
right. Just kind of whispering back. Then why lie about it?
She just kind of shakes her head. Fair, most likely. Or perhaps all their speak of fairy tales. Well, there's been quite the vampire bandits raids on the roads. Basically, this place is becoming overrun with vampires. It seems that the old slayers are gone and something's giving them. Hmm, well, vampires are much like mosquitoes. One or two don't do much damage, but if you get a horde together and you give them a little direction, it can get bad. Uh, Supposedly, there's something stopping the vampires from crossing into the west. That's the gate, I suppose, but I haven't been out there. I've been trying to piece together a few things. Like, when last time I spoke to Ava, she talked to me about finding her cards and ensuring the right ones were kept safe so that, well, she was worried you all would forget your purpose, so I've been looking for the cards. I can't find them anywhere.
Cards. Oh, we have to keep a lookout. It could be where they point, but what do I really know until we check?
You know, this world is just raising her eyebrow and just kind of putting her hands on her hip. Ever the scholar, Kester?
I wouldn't really call myself that.
She just kind of nods in agreement with you. Hmm. Well, I'm going to bed. Please make yourselves at home. Uh, but make sure you keep your stuff close.
Of course.
Right.
You note the Stani beginning to kind of disperse. And there, I believe, I'm going to take a quick thing. You guys are doing the long rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Um,
Uh, looking towards both Arena and Ismark, how? Okay, just looking at their expression, what can I read off of them?
Ismark is considerably shaken, but not really. He's just kind of tired. Um, I guess I'm gonna do Doru anyway because I feel like if I stop doing him, he will forget he's there
Oh, yeah, Duro as well. Sorry.
because you guys have a habit of like forgetting people. I think. So Doru is also kind of tired looking. Irina seemed incredibly into the story, as she told you before. She's a massive fan of that fairy tale. But she also seemed quite aloof in the fact that, unlike her brother and Duru, she seems to be kind of traumatized, giving you the idea that whatever's happening to you is also happening to her, but it doesn't seem to be happening to Ismark or Duru.
Happening to me?
Well, all of you, the party.
Oh, okay. I guess just seeing. I guess you could call that unease for the most part. Just looking towards the three. Take this time and rest. You're safe for the most part here. You need to get your sleep.
You note them all just kind of nodding as Irina just kind of slightly nods but turns towards the shadows, then looks back at you and shakes her head. Thank you. Is your hand okay?
I guess it's strange. I don't.
She just kind of nods and looks at you. I understand. I feel strange about it too. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what that was before. Ismark just kind of looking. What do you mean before? You mean the whole running off thing? And then just standing there and then suddenly we're done? He just kind of shrugs. And she just nods. Yeah, I spaced out. Ismark just turning, looking at the party. We're just kind of over. Yeah, you all kind of spaced out. Second time you all spaced out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ismark just kind of slowly nodding and rubbing his chin. Come to think of it, she's been doing that ever since we met you all. But he just looks around. I think I'm gonna get some rest. Ismark just finding himself a wagon and trying to help Doryu just kind of, as well as they go to bed. The Irina just kind of still staring off towards the dark. Fairly not really responsive outside of just kind of in deep thought, it seems.
The game's paused, so I can't really move, but
Oh, my bad. There you are.
okay. I guess kind of walking towards Irina. Hey, we haven't really had the time to chat about it considering we were running, but a while back, the whole green energy magic thing you did back there with the cart. Do you think you know what that's about?
They're just kind of shaking her head. No. I can sometimes just do things. Like, literally. If I just say I can do it, I can do it. She just kind of raises her hands. I don't know what that is or why that is. You can see her just pensively grab the pendant around her neck and just kind of press it into her. It's been that way since I was little. My brother used to tell me that my father, well, I don't know. She just kind of shakes her head. My brother doesn't tell me much about my father. And there's just, she seems uncomfortable and just shakes her head and shrugs. Sorry, I don't feel like talking about it right now. If it's okay, I'm gonna go get some sleep as well.
Yeah, we've all been through a lot today.
They're just nodding. Yeah, sorry. As she just heads into a fairly accommodating little cart. That's it. With that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and grab like a snack real quick, and then we'll do the resting and just get on with everything. Do the overthink or under.
I think just enough.
Sure.
Wish I knew when that was.
Welcome to WandaVision, guys.
Let's go. I've been
WandaVision.
waiting. I've been waiting for my cameo in WandaVision.
I love WandaVision.
Never seen it.
Did anybody watch WandaVision?
No.
Yes,
I did.
All right, good shit, because I
it's,
didn't.
it's fucking fantastic.
But real quick, there's like what, 11 of us, correct?
What? 11 of us?
Adventure is probably wise. Including Dario and Irene and Ismark.
There is
9.
9 of us.
Yeah, just 9.
Actually, wait, no, because
Doing it like
there's Jotun, Kester, Yamez, Bennett, Wolfram, Tilgrim, and Lucian.
Oh, Lucian. Yeah, I'm missing Lucian.
No,
Yeah,
no,
so
no,
that's just 8.
So it's 10.
Wait,
Wait, hold on.
what are you talking about?
no, I was
Did I
on some
miscount?
some people accent head count for accent.
you miscounted, yeah, because wait, 8 or 7?
7.
7.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
okay.
so that means
Okay.
it's 10 people.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask one of the
Wait. So what are
the
you
word, the V thing. Yeah, what do you call it again? Shit. Vistani. There you go, Vistani. There you go, Vistani. There you go.
Wait, what are you asking them for?
Oh, actually, if they have any supplies, we can buy from them since they. I assume they travel a lot, so travel. Oh shit, back.
Buy from them. Weren't we gonna buy supplies in Valgate?
We really did never hit Hello back up.
So?
Pain and sadness.
Hey, bro.
She's a while
She's-
away
hey.
in this world.
Yeah,
Hey, look, she might be a bitch, and we all might hate her, except for like
you hate her.
Might.
You hate her, not me.
Ah, bro, she stabbed me for making her invisible. I don't
Yeah, I'm
care.
keeping a buck. Like, guy, if that's the girl you're rooting for, I'm sorry. Like,
Damn, guys and Brooks good.
I'm pretty neutral, just because like nothing happened.
I'm actually mad.
I just personally think that she's incredibly dumb for being mad that the melee class got invisible.
I think it was
Actually,
more
I
along
heard
the
Maybe she has a pride of not using cheap.
I don't
tricks.
give
it
a
wasn't
fuck.
that. It wasn't that.
It was not that. Her logic was, I didn't ask to be invisible.
I thought it was
And
more
she
focused on the
stabbed
fact that the enemy was invisible, like the
Nope.
one she was fighting.
Nope.
Nah.
You mean to tell me you hate my blood sister?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Like, I don't know.
Crazy.
Like, what was that supposed to accomplish?
Crazy.
Oh man, I can't hate Jotun's blood sister. Whoa, like
Well, also-
he's my boy. Like
also-
what?
Technically, since I defeated her to do it, and technically I don't have the air quotes the right to the barbarian king or whatever like that.
What?
Last time I defeated the what you call it, the father of Hellowell.
Yeah.
And I said whoever wins becomes the next chieftain.
Yeah, I am,
don't
bro, but
get
you ain't a
that.
berserker, so you don't get shit.
You ain't
Hey,
one
us-
of them.
That's crazy, man. I won that shit fair and square.
Are you a
bro, Hello
berserker?
won that shit fair.
I'm
Are you
a
a berserker?
barbarian, bro. Same thing, bro.
No,
You
no,
didn't
no,
win
no.
that
You're a
shit fair and
barbarian.
square,
You're
bro.
a
You got the
berserker.
final hit.
Bro, shit, man. Okay, if I change my subclass items to berserker, will that count then shit?
What
No,
is a
because you're
berserker?
you have to run it now.
Berserker is a clan mate. You are not that. Stop.
Like, bro, that ain't a
I-
class. That's
I-
like a
I prove my
community.
my worth.
No, you ain't.
Shit.
Fellas, can I just inject some whiteness into me? Can I just become white?
Whoa, I said all that. Cool.
I saw that.
We are treading dangerous territory with this one. Oh boy.
What race
Very
you do, bro? Race doesn't do nothing about this, man. Race doesn't do nothing about
Are you forgetting we're live on Twitch right now?
Oh my
It seems everyone does.
Everyone. I ain't did nothing. I ain't never did nothing incriminating on stream.
Sure.
That's happy, you know it.
What are you talking about? You
Sure,
got the
but
VODs? You got the clips?
I feel like I should be proud of this seat that.
There's some
No,
What you mean, bro? I defeated him fair and square, bro.
guy,
I'm
you're
looking
not getting a seat
somewhere.
at the table. Sit down.
Bro, I
Oh,
beat
no.
the man.
I mean,
fair
you
and
can go
square.
axe them. You can go axe them when we get there, all right?
Bro, they don't remember the fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Aight, so then you can
Alright,
take a
but-
seat.
Man, I should be the next key, man. I beat fair and square, man. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
No,
aight,
fuck
bro.
you, wait.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Even if you were the next chief, we were gonna leave. Like, we were gonna leave without you. Like, you would have to do your chieftain duties. You'd be out of the campaign.
Or just immediately abandon the clan, which makes like literally no sense as to why the fuck you wanted that throne in the first place.
Arguably, it makes it worse because now the whole clan probably would hate you also.
Like, I'm sorry, bro, but like, there ain't no scenario where you like become the clan and is happy.
Haven't violated your entire people's tradition. Now fuck you all, I'm leaving. Like, come on.
Like,
What are
I.
you guys talking about?
Oh,
We're
because
talking- Oh, go ahead.
Hella was fighting against her grandfather, the whole ritual that was there.
Oh yeah, fool.
I was wondering, I was going to have taken the chieftain out because I beat them.
Oh yeah, that could have happened.
Let's go.
It's a shame that it can't happen ever again. So sorry.
Yeah,
that-
shoulda,
that-
coulda, woulda. I'm all right.
Yeah, that was like part of the whole test of Strahd. Did you not understand what that was for?
Yeah, well, I'm saying that shouldn't I be technically the next chieftainship? That's what I'm saying. They say no.
No.
Oh damn.
Here we
Your
go.
own hopes up for what?
No, hell,
Yeesh.
Hell was the one who defeated the demons.
Yeah.
Just helped.
Yeah.
Ah shit, damn. I thought about
Yeah.
it.
Now, if had you challenged her, then yeah, you would have had to defeat her in battle.
You gonna go back and challenge her?
Nah, bro. I like it, bro. I'm not doing that, bro.
I was about to say that would have been hilarious with the literal
My man
life-draining
said, "I am
sword she
like
had at the
being
time.
alive." Holy. Whoa. All right, bros. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm about to hit
All right.
that.
So let's. All right, so we long rested.
Yep.
And in the morning to head out back on the road.
Check our first stuffs on us.
Oh,
Oh, your stuff is actually everybody roll a d4.
Good shit. Let's go. Pop off. Pop off. Pop off. You had to open your damn mouth. Let's go. Let's go.
Mr. J, do we have homework today?
What?
Damn.
A D4.
Woo, let's go.
Rolling.
Oh my god, I'm the goat. Oh my god, literally just too lucky.
I mean,
Imagine if it was how many things they took from you.
Then I wouldn't be so lucky. Then I straight up wouldn't be so lucky. I would in fact be very
Bro, why can't
sad.
you ever shut the fuck up? Because you got me wasting my luck on random shit, bro.
Nah, bro.
Love
Nah,
that
bro.
shit,
Because
love
here's
it,
the
love
thing,
it.
right? Don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger, all right?
Oh shoot, the messenger. You literally just hypothesized our downfall. You ain't messaged shit.
It was a hypothesis. Not everyone comes true.
Oh.
It's true. Both Tilgrim and Wolfram wake up to note that all their money has been stolen.
Money. You got money?
Well,
I'm a broke nigga.
Yo, they had secret money?
I lost my 32.
Oh my
32.
god.
Now I think about it, damn, they took 32 ravens.
yeah, bro.
Damn. Damn. Oh my goodness. I don't
That's
think. Was that
Uh,
currency even useful in this world?
No.
I don't believe so.
I mean, that currency was made out of gold, so.
True,
Oh,
it
yeah,
was still gold. It just
It was still gold.
probably could have gotten it like minted somehow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
In the morning, the campsite seems to have been, taken down.
Yes.
Oh.
As you come to noting, outside of the places you camp, everybody else is slowly packed and readied on the road. Esmeralda's just kind of nodding to you, giving you kind of a like a goodbye as she notes staying behind to continue to figure out the puzzle given to her by Madame Ava.
Yeah.
Most of the Vistani heading south. As Esmeralda. Shit, sorry. Let me put this shit down real quick. As Esmeralda and Irina kind of, talking a bit, she gives her something like just what looks like an envelope or card of some sort. They're not sure, and Irina just kind of puts it away in a bag. With that, she slowly begins to head back, looking at you all, and then to Ismark. Ismark nodding and grumbling a bit. You just kind of see him with his hands up. We don't even get breakfast. Oh, we're gonna have to get somewhere fast to eat. Anyway, I guess we're headed north, then west.
All my ingredients are on the cart with the coin. Ah, damn it. Whatever. Okay. Alright, and I guess I To summon up the cart with the Phantom Steed spell. And so we head off. Did it work actually?
Does it work? What?
Yeah. So I summoned the cart once again. Does it work this time?
You know, as you do so, it begins to form as it sits down, and again forms an ethereal, kind of transparent green color. You know, the horse is just kind of sitting there staring at you.
Lovely. I was just kind of like petting the horse's flank. I don't remember. Yeah, just climbing on board. Come on. Let's head off. A bit to the west gate, if I remember correctly.
As you gather to leave, you know, Arena getting into the wagon, as she steps onto the stair or the bottom stair going up into it. You know, once again, the horse is becoming corporeal and flesh as just driving over the entire wagon. A brilliant purple paint and just color shimmers. You know, a bit farther behind you, Esmeralda's just kind of pointing at, "Hey, that's mine!"
Indeed it is. Can we borrow it?
You can
We'll
just hear
give it
her
back.
hands up. I mean, you're already using it.
Indeed we are.
Have fun on your travels, but be careful. Come back here if you need something. Well, I can't offer you much but knowledge, but I probably couldn't offer you that. She just kind of shrugs. If you meet someone named she just shakes her head.
Rosalind, so? Rosalind.
Henrik?
I'm sorry, what?
Was it Rosalind? Rosalind?
You know her just nodding. Rosen, she should be able to lead you to Renvicton.
Okay. They'll do that.
She just nods at you. And you are off.
Off to the races.
I said, what the fuck, bro?
Are going fast pace, no pace, slow pace?
Oh, I don't think that matters too.
Sure.
I mean,
Yo, can't someone else shop? I'm hungry.
And someone else try? I don't have any ingredients. It's on the other cart that we don't have.
Damn.
Oh, we kept asking.
You know the grumbling of Irina's tummy as well as Ismark and Doryu. Oh wait, I'm done.
Wait,
As you come to a cross section at the front, you can hear a rapid rivering and catching of water. You note you have come upon Sear Falls. As you turn and cross into the falls, coming up the road towards the bridge, you know the figure standing there with in the mist, a larger creature or something behind it. As you slowly pull up, you note them standing directly in the middle of the bridge, blocking it. As they just kind of stand there staring at the cart, just eyeing Kester and Ismark as they are at the forefront.
Oh? Do I recognize these two lovely ladies or gentlemen?
As you look in, or as you look through the fog to see them, you note them to be, well, you note one of them to give you just kind of a chill down your spine. An old man looks at you almost dead. You can see his eyes almost look blind as he just kind of nods at you with a high collar. Ah, good evening. He just kind of looks up slowly and looks back. My mistake. Good morning, gentlemen. May I ask you what brings you to Syracuse today?
Just seeking passage through. We're headed to the western gate.
Ah, yes. Much like that group from earlier. I'm afraid I have to, well, I'm hoping to dissuade you. Turn back. There's no reason for you to go any further, especially any farther north up the road. Old Corwin here, you know him just kind of turning as the figure behind him is just kind of this massive wolf with red eyes just staring at you. As the old man just turns back, he just nods. Old Corwin here is never wrong, and this boy has a sense. He says there's no good up north. Now, if you'd kindly.
Corwin?
Aye. My faithful hound. With that, I hope, because you wouldn't be able to actually say that unless you got out of the cart. We're out of the cart, and now you're out of the cart. As you all get out of the cart to figure out what's going on.
I'm sorry, but who are you actually?
My bad, I forgot about that. Boop. He just kind of smiles at you. Well, my name is Cecil. I'm an old, well, I'm an old keeper of the castle up there, Ravenlaw.
I see. Have you seen the situation at the West Gate?
I have.
Well, would you mind filling us in? I heard about the group that passed through earlier, but I don't know what happened to them.
Well, he just gives you kind of a crooked smile. I couldn't tell you. All I know is that Corwin here has been sniffing the air all morning. Looking west, worried for some reason.
Hmm.
I'd say if you go to that gate, you'll find just what the boy's worried about. But I myself, why, I'm heading south,
I
going
see.
into town for some supplies.
Do you live around here?
I know, my boy. I live at the castle. I am the groundskeeper.
Oh. Hmm. So is
What?
it just you up at the castle?
Not at all. The old boy here gets up to things in the castle.
Oh.
Corwin's known for keeping the spiders out.
Hey, Mr. J.
Yo,
I'm sorry if I missed this, but what does Cecil look like?
oh, my bad. Ah, try not fucking eating snack.
No, no,
Horrible
good.
person.
You good.
I'll show you a picture on this, but he is a fairly decrepit older man who seemingly is blind in one eye and, well, rather dead-like. You'd place his age somewhere around probably mid to late 80s, early 90s. You do note, however, he stands up perfectly straight, has no real hunch or arcing, and is rather thin in a rather, well, cryptic, long black robe and kind of tunic with a very high collar coming up to his ears on both sides. He seems almost like a clergyman. Uh,
Okay. And he's saying Corwin or
I'm sorry,
he's saying Corwin or
they're saying Corwin.
okay. That you just see Tobin kind of look confused and mutter,
Hmm. I'm sorry. If I remember correctly. Oh, hmm. Unfortunately, we do actually have to, at the very least, check on the people that passed by here, and we also have a pretty urgent mission through the west gate. So we are going to at least have to check out the situation over there. But
I'm sorry, Cecil just kind of nodding. Well, if you must, perhaps I should get out of your way. Corwin, you big mutt. Come. Let us continue our travels in a second. Him just kind of freely giving you passage, smiling. Do be careful. It's quite dangerous out there.
yes, we will. Thank you. Just kind of turning to everybody else just to make sure that they don't want to say anything.
Yeah. Thank you for the passage, and doubly so for the warning.
He just kind of smiles and nods at you all as he just says, well, if you're new to Barovia, if you find yourselves troubled at the gates, feel free to stop by the castle. I should be back there in an hour or so. I'll do my best to make you feel at home. Haven't had visitors up there in some time.
Understood. Thank you.
He just nods at you as you carry along your way.
As we pass, I'm just gonna look to Corwin. It's an interesting dog.
Are you saying that to someone?
I was saying it to Cecil as we pass by him.
Oh, you know him nodding. Yes, it's a great wolf. He's been a little lonely as of late. With that gate closed, he hasn't been able to go see any of his friends.
Huh.
With that, anyone have anything else before you traverse the inner workings of the hillside and mountain areas of Barovia?
Yeah.
Can't think of anything right now.
You begin carrying on towards the western gate. Noting as you come to the cross section towards the gate, you can see a massive stake just kind of appear, very much familiar to a while earlier. You're immediately just kind of hit with almost nostalgic feeling, but not so much nostalgia as terror. As you come up the roadside, standing there, you're kind of just stopped in your tracks by a black carriage. This familiar carriage just sits at the side of in the midst of the road, just kind of sitting and waiting. No one around it. It just kind of sits there as you approach slowly. Do you ride on towards it or stop?
I assume it's barring the way, yes.
It is barring the cross section, yeah.
Fortunately, we will have to confront our demons once more. I mean, there's literally no, way around. Right.
You can walk around it, but the cart probably isn't going to.
Yes, damn.
Yeah, that'll be problematic. All right, we roll on towards it.
With that, you note a figure slowly getting out as you approach, just kind of putting a hand up, brightly smiled, or smiling brightly. He just kind of stares at you, a familiar look. With that said, I can move you guys up a little bit. Gotta say, token management is a bitch. There we go. Who's missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 players.
Mr. J, just a thought. Seeing the cart,
Okay.
what happens?
I'm sorry, what? Seeing the cart
Pinch.
pinch?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna pinch myself.
You're pinching yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me, Chief. Actually,
Wait,
no, that's
it's
cute.
Chief.
Roll a d4.
Oh,
how strong?
A powerful pinch, dog.
That's some granny pinch, bro.
You take 2 damage as you pinch
Aw.
yourself.
Is what it is.
You know, nothing in your surroundings changed other than your hand being slightly bruised.
Just as we pull up, I'm going to hop off and just kind of like moving over to the window. Just motioning to Irina to just stay here.
You know, Irina and Ismark both kind of nodding slowly and staying in the back of the cart with Doryu. With that, oh, Soup's gone.
So, ow.
Wee.
Very nice.
Wait. Just kind of taking a quick survey and my photographic memory of geographical landscape. Is this the same?
Yes,
Oh shit.
identical.
I just don't remember this right here.
Identical.
You know, Strahd standing before you, smiling. Ah, tell me, what is that delightful odor? He slowly approaches you, looking at you directly in the eyes, Kester. He smiles. Ah, my boy.
It's just Kester just kind of like quickly tucks his hand behind his back as everyone behind him noting that his hands are trembling. Yes, hi. It has been a while since we've last met. Yeah?
It has. I must say, I do enjoy our little meeting. Last time, I found a new plaything. Oh, thanks to you. But this time, what do you bring me? It smells divine. What do you have in that little purple wagon of yours?
Hmm. Well, we received it from a friend. I'm sure there's some kind of magical items in there.
Yes. Well, he just smiles at you. Hmm. He slowly turns and walks back to the carriage. Perhaps well, uh, I won't keep you. I have reservations at the castle.
Oh, dinner, perhaps?
Yes. Some old man down south told me that he hadn't had a visitor to my home in years.
Oh,
So when he comes back, I plan to be a most humble servant of the castle, provided he is a humble servant to me. This place is strange, is it not? Not at all how I remember it. Why, there's that smell again. It's familiar, but... He just kind of stops and begins to stare at you, the wagon. I'll be late, but I must know. Please.
just kind of turning just to everyone in general, just over my shoulder. Kester's hands are still very much trembling.
You know him looking around you towards, well, just kind of the wagon. Your friends, they are not with you.
Hmm.
You could just see his eyes beginning to spark a bit. Oh, they are. Well, please, please all, come out. I wish to inspect your cargo. Perhaps there's a item I want to procure.
Um. Sure. I'll have them step out. It's just like I just kind of make my way just through people, just trying my damnedest. As I just kind of look through the window. Irina, I really need you to like disappear. But like not just disappear, I mean like vanish. Can you do that?
You just kind of see her slowly look around you, as if it's almost as if she's trying to figure something out. She just starts looking in your eyes and just looking around till finally looking at Tilgrim and then just staring for a second.
Is that a yes? No? I don't know.
I'll help. I'll help.
Just Ismark and Doryu. Ismark, Doryu, I need you guys to come out though. Don't worry, it'll be fine. But Irina absolutely cannot be here. We have a bit of an inspection.
As you're saying this, Irina just kind of nodding and looking back towards Tilgrim. She stops for a second. She just kind of nods towards you quickly. You have to, well, here, take this from me. They're reaching into a bag, and you can see her just pull out a white card as she just kind of hands it to you.
The Tilgrim or me?
Tilgrim.
Okay. Go ahead and take the at it.
As you look at the cards, just kind of peering into it. At first, it looks as you kind of flip it to be a blank white card, but as you flip it one more time, on one side, wording seems to appear. As she just kind of looks at you, she shakes her head. I need you to banish me. Just read whatever's on that and cast the spell. I'll try my best not to resist it.
Okay.
At this point, you note her kind of whispering that to you as both Doryu and Ismark kind of exit.
Just kind of looking into her eyes. What is her expression?
She seems pretty serious. But notably enough, she's also kind of like, her eyes seem glazed, as if, well, the best to your imagination is, you've seen it before. It almost seems like she's asleep, but her eyes are open.
Oh, okay. Kind of matching her expression, the seriousness that is. I'll go ahead and begin to card as I like kind of position myself in front of her. Is this a scroll management?
No, it's just a card with something written on it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
She just asked that you read it and then cast the spell.
Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and read the cast spell punishment. Bada bing, bada boom. Just as I read it, for a moment, Tilgrim's eyes just kind of go black, or returning to normal, and it's just gone as black particles dance in the air. Unless
kind of change slowly forming around her and kind of binding her slowly, or just kind of pressing into her as she kind of looks at you. You can see the chains binding her just kind of tighter. As Strahd just kind of looking around.
eyes kind of widen, looking at the card. Go ahead. Continue.
Strahd is noting, I see you have a new friend. I have not encountered these young men before.
Yes, young master. They've joined our group since last time we've communed.
I see. Well, be careful picking up strays. I keep coming across vampire spawn everywhere. It's disgusting. I look forward to cleansing this land once and for all.
I do wish to inquire if it's not to any of your displeasure.
Yes, please. I still owe you a bit for, well, the service you gave me.
I wanted to ask, we had an unfortunate run-in with some of the spawn in this land.
You too.
Yes, when I had tried to talk to figure out why this place felt so different, they mentioned of me being marked, that I was like them yet unalike.
You can see him just kind of staring at you as you're saying this. His eyes becoming almost glossy, as if they're slowly getting bigger. Oh, I'm sorry, go on.
I was confused about this, and I believed that due to your knowledge-dwarfing mind, by several times you may be able to help enlighten me of my query. Again, if it's not to your displeasure.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage. His eyes begin to glare, almost looking into your soul.
Persuasion, disadvantage.
Oh.
That is a 16.
You could just see a bright smile come over his face. Bennett Donval. Well, Bennett, I see some truth in you. I will, consider this me paying you back. What I see in you is you're like everything in this God-forsaken place because you are a monster, just like me. However, I'm not sure what kind of monster you are, what origin you might have. But, well, you seems familiar to me. I once had a friend, a comrade. You kind of seem like him. Only that when I look into your soul, it makes me want to tear you apart. It fills me with the need to fight you. You just see Strahd just kind of slowly draw a rapier and just point it towards your throat. You would perhaps be the perfect rival. But he just kind of whips the sword away, almost slicing your throat, and just dropping it right down in the sheath. He just turns away. There's another part of you that bores me. That said, that smell, it's still... Tell me, Bennett, I've been truthful to you, and you've been truthful to me so far. What is it exactly that you all are hiding from me? With that, this brings us back to Tilram trying his best to figure out how to get the spell to go off. You note Irina just kind of looking tied up in these like chains slowly burning into her. The thing, say the thing, and cast the spell. She just kind of nods to you. It should work, I think. Maybe.
Okay. Your father. Your father is dead because he tried to protect you. You need to find your true father, Valaki. That is where he is now. You know what to do.
Ow.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just choked. I'm about to choke on water. Give me 1 sec.
Oh no.
Okay. No, okay. Oh my god.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, it went down the wrong place. Anyway, the vine's just kind of slicing into Irina as she just kind of vanishes.
Though she's vanishes, I'm still kind of looking at the card.
Okay. As that happens, the writing on the card just kind of fades into white. And my boundary is kind of done. Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Good Valaki. By the way, I casted the banishment spell, right? Just
Yes.
spell slot. Gotcha.
I mean, yeah, man. You didn't have to do it. Remember. With that being said, okay, let's try that again. Yeah, that arena just kind of fading away. As soon as this happens, Bennett, you kind of immediately only note it because Strahd just kind of his head snaps back to you as he stares at you. You could see him put both his hands on your chest and just gently brush down, dusting you off as he smiles at you. My apologies, Mr. Donvan. It was my mistake. I've been on edge lately. You have to understand. I've been away for over 100 years. A lot has changed in my absence. So much so that no one believes. No one fears me. So you can tell that bothers me a little bit. But I apologize for distrusting my benefactor. Please, when you are ready, come to me. I will be at my home. We will eat like kings. And I will tell you great tales. That will be my true payment back to you. But after that, you're on your own. Enjoy Barovia, though. With that, him just getting back into his carriage and the carriage just riding off up the road. You note him, the sign saying Castle Ravenloft, as he just kind of goes down that route.
As he rides away, Bennett kind of stays completely still before just falling to his knees and just propping himself up only by his hands. Just taking panicked breaths.
Kester crumbles against a tree completely.
Dory doing the same as he just kind of just sits there next to a tree crying. You can see Ismark just trying his best to console him, but just kind of looking back towards the cart. He just kind of pats Dory on the back. It'll be okay. It's fine. With that, he just kind of rushes towards the wagon, pushing kind of the door aside and looking in. Irina! He just kind of stops to see you, Togrim. Where's my sister hiding?
She should be back. She had to hide.
You could just see him looking at you. What do you mean she should be back? Where'd she go? the guy, he just kind of points, the scary old man, he just he just kind of shakes his head. He kind of just like went away suddenly. I know he wanted Irina. All those creatures wanted her, and that guy looks pretty similar to the rest of them, only older. And I don't know. I don't see much of them dressed like that. He just kind of looks around. What's that guy, like a count or something?
Maybe does that matter right now?
I mean, I'll be honest, man. I'm pretty freaked out. My sister's gone. You're telling me she's supposed to be back. I'm just kind of making small talk. If I'm being honest, I'm like Doryu, but I'm not really good at that. So just looking off into the distance, thinking about that guy, he just kind of turns back to you. What the fuck was that? That was no man. I don't even think it was a vampire. What exactly was that? I know it wanted my sister, but why did it? Well, he just kind of looks around. Why do the vampires want her? He just kind of looks at you all.
First question. Do you believe in the devil?
Hey, you saw where I live.
And Bennett kind of just rolling over till he's like sitting on the ground, his arms kind of helping his upper body stay up. Well, we all just kind of looked him in the eyes.
He just nods, looking back towards Tilgrim. I won't be upset. What did you plan?
It wasn't really my idea, but
No doubt.
I had to banish her.
You just kind of see him shaking his head, turning to you all. Listen, that girl can be trouble. She always has been. To be honest, she's taking care of me more than I have of her. In truth, I don't know what I'd do without her. But, well, she's my responsibility now. So, he just looks back to Tilgrim. What did she tell you to do?
I banished her.
You just see him shaking. Yep. As he just kind of turns around and like points towards Bennett. I'm sorry?
Wait, from my understanding of the spell, she should return in a minute. She should return.
You just see him staring at Bennett, nodding his head. It's time for us to go. I think we should just keep going. Yep. Pilgrimage. Yep.
Right.
You just see him starting to space out.
Tilgrim, do
You want any travel music?
He just kind of looks directly at Yamas. No. And just looks directly back at Tilgrim.
Tilgrim, do you... How long has it been since you casted it?
Reaching... Actually, no. I want to say a little under a minute. We got a couple of seconds.
And it...
Shouldn't be long.
He's long gone. We should be fine.
I'm going to try in the spell.
With that, you kind of hear a weird, as Irina just kind of pops literally back into existence, as she just kind of, you can hear her mid-sentence just go, and afterwards, well, as she just stops and looks at you all, oh, pity, I don't think I'll ever see him again. She just kind of stops and begins dusting herself off, looking around. Are we... She kind of looks around the wagon. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
She just nods and sits back in her seat in the cart.
Irina, what's this card? What is this card about?
You know her just kind of looking at the card and shaking her head. I don't know. There was nothing written on it. Esmeralda gave it to me. Why do you ask?
You told me to read it. You don't. Okay.
You can just see her like looking at you.
Do you remember what I said?
You told me that you can cast Banish on me and you'd break the spell when you needed to. I told you I'd trust you because, well, we didn't have much of a choice.
Okay, so. Okay, so Esmeralda should know. Okay. And you kind of just see Tilgrim sit down. Card.
Noting this, Ismark just kind of looks back and forth between you and just kind of looks down, trying to comfort Doryu and whispering something to his sister. With that being said, do you return to your travels, or does anybody want to do anything as you sit beside this road?
I'm assuming we can get going. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
getting back.
Kester just shakily gets up and tries to throw off his terror.
Yeah, Bennett will get off the floor and just kind of stumble back to the cart, trying to calm his breathing the whole way.
You all note that Irina just, as she sits in the back and you begin to just gather and get prepared to leave, as you kind of glance back and forth, you note her just holding a pendant. As she does this, you can almost feel a wave of just almost ease come over you for a second, and then just kind of melt your nerves away, just bringing you back to kind of a focus. As some of you take a look, the more magically inclined almost can visually see something just kind of pulsing from the area of the pendant, just almost a light. Others just, you just kind of feel more focused as you begin your travels again. Headed back out, you enter into the Western Gate region, coming up the road. Only about a half a mile away from your last location, you come to a stop again in front of the gates of Barovia. You note that the Western Gate is, well, it's not exactly locked as you approach it. Instead, you find yourselves somewhat curious as you pull around the bend. You can see the gate open slightly as almost marching band of vampire spawn walks through, being led by two familiar vampires you see slowly walking. But what's more curious is the gate being held open by a young man just standing there in just black leather clad uh, armor, just kind of against the gate, one hand closing it up. As he turns to you, he just kind of looks up to see you slowly approaching. Let me drop this here. And I'm going to do this and this and this. Alright, give me a hot sec. Like I said, token management's a bitch. Yuppity yuppity stuppity stuppity. You know the deal. Kerplow.
Shit, let's go pop off.
The gentleman stares at you as the gate locks as he stares back towards the vampires. One of them, stopping the march, turns back towards you all and looks as he approaches the gate again. You can hear him yell through it, "Hey, ferryman, Those are our friends. Make sure you treat them kindly. With that, he slowly laughs and walks away.
Hello there.
You note the ferryman just kind of staring at you. Hello yourselves.
We passage through the western gate.
He just stares towards Kester, shaking his head. What?
We seek passage through the western gate.
Oh. Why is that?
Yeah, we're on a bit of a mission.
Oh. A mission. What are you, adventurers?
Exactly so.
He just kind of looks you all up and down. Oh, you certainly do have equipment on you. But how can I be sure that you're not a bunch of greenhorns going to waste your lives? Beyond these gates, he says, just kind of throwing his arm up, almost like a salesman, lies the true death of the land. There's a reason these gates are closed. They're not open to would-be adventurers and children, he says as he glances up towards Doryu and Arena. Oh, I'm sorry, and Tilgrim. Oh, man.
Well then, do you have some kind of test that you'd like to conduct?
He just kind of looks around slowly. Nope.
Then word of mouth.
I think it would be fair to say, as you said, we couldn't find our easel. We had to
You know
go.
him taking a step forward and just kind of putting his hand towards his ear and just bending down a bit. What'd you say?
I was saying, as you said, we do have pretty alright equipment, and as adventurers, in order to come across what we have on ourselves, we would have to go through quite an adventure. Dangerous work. This isn't gear you could find just anywhere.
You just see him slowly nodding his head up and down, staring at you. I see. You're to show me something interesting? An artifact from your adventures?
Artifact, huh? Just kind of turning to, yeah, you got anything interesting to show?
How about this? And I kind of just show Jester the amulet. This be good enough?
Ooh, me?
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Kester.
Oh, I thought you said Jester. Okay, never mind. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Let me talk
Just
closer.
yeah, just looking at the no, I just didn't hear you. I mean, it is magical. Should be fine. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Just I guess walking forward, looking up towards Corwin. I have this. This is just one of the many artifacts I have on me. I'm kind of just show Corwin the amulet of health.
Oh, yeah, you don't have that.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
reaching for it and seeing that it's gone.
You don't have any magical items you don't have.
Not my robe of stars. I've used it though.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's my bad.
Okay.
Take stock of your inventories.
Yeah.
Please do.
what about the Tome of Familiar?
No, you don't have that either, bro.
It's just
You
kind
don't
of
have black healing potions. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so just kind of like seeing the fact that Pilgrim is a little stubbed, Kester just steps forth with his cane, just kind of holding it up in front of him. Not particularly pointing it or anything, just holding it from the center, just up over his hand. This, as he just spins it and just taps it down at his side, this spot with money from hunting and selling materials. We are legitimate adventurers, and if you could appraise it, you'd agree that this is pretty valuable, yes?
You are presenting what to him?
My bladed cane.
Oh, you notice him just kind of quickly whipping something out towards the cane and snapping it in two, then just drawing back as the
Killing
cane
myself.
just kind of pops in two. You just seem to have lost the cane.
Okay.
Killing myself. No.
Seeing
Nah.
that, I have this. Just kind of taking out my spell book, but keeping it close.
You know him slowly just kind of glaring at you all. What don't you get? I'll explain it if you need me to.
Go ahead, if you please.
Sure. I don't care what you show me. You're not getting through the gate. Now you can turn around and go back from where you came from. And, well, you could survive, I don't know, maybe become farmers. Only way you're getting through here is, well, probably through me, but I wouldn't suggest that. Also, I'm not really in the mood. Just, well, those vampires told me some bad news. So I figured I'd just, let them on through because
Bad news.
he nods. For some reason, you seem kind of familiar to me. I'll let you know then. Turns out that, well, there's a fantasy coming to life, and no one told me.
Fantasy coming to life, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's the same fantasy we've been encountering, I'd say it's really all the more reason to pass on through.
Oh, do tell. Why's that?
Well, would that fantasy be a certain elder vampire?
I'm listening.
Well, we are on a mission, pilgrimage of sorts, to sort that out, so to speak. For that, we need to pass through the gate to the rest of Barovia.
You just see him nodding. Sure. That goes back to my first question, though. Why?
It's a pilgrimage.
Mm-hmm. Still listening.
The girl and the man in the very back recently
You
lost
know
their
him, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
they recently lost their father. And his last dying wish was for them to make a pilgrimage to every church in Barovia.
You can see him slowly nodding as he looks over at Ismark and then Arena. You know him just kind of focusing on her for a second and then turning back to you all. Never been a fan of liars before, but suit yourself. Go on through. You know him just kind of pushing the gate open for you and standing there, just staring at Irina, and just almost grinning. You could see him just put his hands in his pocket and just wait. What do you all do?
Ferryman, I'm actually quite curious. What is your name?
He just kind of smiles at you. Call me Corwin. Well, only an old man calls me that. Everybody else calls me ferryman or you or that guy. Don't actually have a name myself. Never needed one.
Coral?
The same Corwin from back there.
You just know them looking down the road and then looking back at you. I've been here all day, bud.
I see.
Oh,
Also, just really quickly, you said liars?
Well, if you don't want to tell me, I guess I'll keep your little secret, but good luck.
It's kind
You'll
of like,
need it.
yeah, just kind of like opening his eyes just a little and a smirk just forming on his face. Thank you. And just picking up sorrowfully the broken pieces of his bladed cane.
You see Corwin just kind of smiling, watching you. Sorry about that, but you really shouldn't pull a weapon on anyone like me.
Yeah.
Reflexes.
Yeah. Just, yeah. As he just walks back and climbs onto the cart. Let's go.
With that, does anybody have any business here before you carry on?
No.
nope.
You could see him just kind of smiling at you. Well, before you go, I'll give you a bit of advice. You'd be wise to head directly to Valaki. I haven't heard back from my brother in quite some time, but I'm sure the city guard's keeping that place locked down tighter than, well, it's probably tighter than anything out east. Those vampires I let them through for a reason. They seek power. Something about heading towards the Amber Temple. I figured, hell, whatever's in there will kill them faster than they can kill anybody in the towns. If I were you, I wouldn't make any stops. But if you do make stops, I would suggest staying in your wagon. He just kind of stops and then stares for a second. I mean that. Looking towards the gate and towards the west, you can see the vampires slowly fading as they've marched on. Looking back to you, Corwin just kind of plays with his hair a bit. Anyway, if it's gods you want, might I suggest heading to Old Perez? You'll find something pretty interesting there. Well, he looks back at Irina and then back towards you. Some of you might.
Noted.
Some adventurers.
And
He
with
just kind
that,
of, yeah, I was gonna say he just smiles and kind of ushers you on his way. The statement of some adventurers seemed pretty sincere and of esteem, almost noting that he was impressed by something, that of which he feels you lied to him about as you carry on your way, quietly going through the gate.
Giving it a bit of time as we pass the western gate and kind of looking back towards Ismark, Irina, and I guess Doryu, even though I'm just barely looking at Doryu. I'm not one to throw around accusations, but you know anything about what he was talking about?
You note Ismark just kind of shake his head. I had no idea. Listen, what I told you is true. I get it. Irina could be a little, well, extravagant, but has something to do with my father's notes. I can sincerely tell you we're telling the truth. I don't know what that man was on about, but the way he looked at my sister was the same way those monsters have. That's all I care about.
And
Irina just kind of staring off out of the side window, not really paying too much attention.
right. Just kind of looking down for a second before turning my head back up and just kind of looking towards Irina. Thanks for the calming energy, whatever magic you used back there.
She just kind of slowly turns from the window and looks at you. She just shakes her head. I don't. I didn't do anything. I can't use magic when I want. She just kind of looks back out the window as Ismark kind of shakes his head. It's kind of a. Well, she has to believe. That's not as easy as it sounds.
You two mentioned it before, but I mean, I assume you mentioned it as well as you could, right?
Ismark just kind of sincerely nodding. I can promise you. He just kind of stops a second. Well, I can promise you that as it concerns our trip, I have told you everything I know, in good faith. There are some things I am not comfortable sharing as, well, I don't really know you very well, but nothing of it has to do with our reason for travel. I am as surprised and confused about this as the rest of you. And it's making me a little nervous, to be honest. Hmm. As he says that, you all note just kind of slowly passing by an old dirt road. You recall it was the road headed to the old mill, um, Morgantha's home. Do you take the path or do you continue on towards Valaki?
I personally make no stops until someone says something.
I think we'll walk you, bro. As he said, doesn't take no stops, bro.
There's a part of me that wants to stop to see if we can pick up some pies. Worst case scenario, we can take a quick break, but
Again, ghosts come back, right?
We would have to purchase them with money.
I mean, Morgantha is Bennett just looks towards Kester and just raises up two fingers, kind of switching them back and forth. Maybe she has a use for it.
I mean, what do you think? Do we take the risk?
I still say no.
I actually agree with here. I think we should at least stop by Valky.
Yeah, we can come back. We can come back. Trust.
He's not going anywhere. Unless Sting grows legs again.
With that,
yeah,
off we go. Yeah, there it goes.
You guys are right.
I'm sure we'll find something you could use in Valak. Right?
You can only hope.
Off we go, barreling down the street.
Chill.
Okay. As you continue on towards Valaki, passing the old mill, in the rain, you can almost hear something through the trees, but you're not sure what it is. As it kind of just passes. Oh shit! I hate this thing. It just keeps doing it. Winding around, you finally get yourselves back towards Foresty Road. In the clearing through the trees, you note the lake, but as you just kind of glance past it, you're not sure, but you're not certain what's going on. It almost looked like the lake was a strange reddish color, almost a rusty brown, as you note coming upon the eastern gates of Valaki, over the hill and looking down as you head upon the gate. You note a rather unfamiliar, massive wall just kind of lining the town, but almost doubly as thick, with torches set up that are almost as tall as the walls of the town itself. Hoisted above, you know, the cross a massive pikes next to these just towering braziers of fire. You see massive heads of wolves stuck down all the way, going directly until the tip of the spike is just directly through the eyeball of the wolf, just lining the entire path as you go. As you slowly begin forward, you see even more, but not wolves this time, men just hanging, some of them tied to massive wheels and stretched their bodies out all over, all dead or dying, screaming and moaning as ravens pick at them. As you slowly come to the front, you know the band of warriors, just kind of in white ivory armor, just standing clad at the gates. A boy just looking down from the top of the gates, looking at you, squinting his eyes, just turns and raises his hand. Halt, he says to you, looking down at you.
So I do.
He just kind of breathes heavily. What do you want?
Oh.
I knew it.
We take passage into Valaki.
He just kind of stares at you. That's funny. What do you want? Next joke, and I send my archers to rain down 13 arrows, maybe 4. I'm not sure. I have to ask. Well, he's mad at me. Anyway, what do you want?
We're adventurers on a mission to ferry some passengers through the Valaki, through Barovia in general.
What business do you have in Valaki?
Oh, we need to visit the church.
Why?
Just kind of turning back. Well, the passengers that we are carrying need to ask for guidance. How best can I say this?
Sorry to interrupt, but the passengers inside, recently their father, well, he passed away, and his last wish was for them to go on a excursion, I guess the right word would be, to each church in Barovia.
You know the young girl with white streaks in her hair, just kind of whispering something to the boy in the front as he shakes his head. It's called a pilgrimage.
Right. That's the word. Sorry, we've seen a few
You can see him
things.
shaking his head and just staring. And that's great. Here's the problem. The burgomaster says nobody in, nobody out. And after the he just kind of looks around at the bodies hanging from everything. After the last issue with these goddamn vampire raiders and their werewolves, well, how do I know you're not a vampire? And I let you on in and invite you through these gates and you kill everybody in my damn city. Huh? How do I know you're not a werewolf? The only way I can really tell is to stab you with this. He just kind of pulls from his side a blade, this silver blade. So he just kind of points it towards the cart. Can I stab each of you with this blade until I'm satisfied you're not wolves?
Just kind of looking at the blade. I don't want to get stabbed. And I'm pretty sure getting stabbed would kill me. It would kill most things around here, especially humans.
You just see him kind of nodding. My patience grows thin, travelers.
Is there any other way to prove that we're not a monster of the night or a werewolf?
If you have business in the city, you would either have a sale or a signed letter by either the burgomaster of Eastern Barovia, which he just kind of shakes his head. Good luck with that, or Kretz. And the last time I checked, the only burgomaster Kretz had was that mad mage of theirs.
Oh.
Hearing that,
Uh,
I'll tuck my head back into the cart and just looking over towards Irina and Ismark. Your father, you said he was the burgomaster, right? And Ismark.
You know, Ismark nodding. Yes, he was.
Okay.
Why? What is going on?
The guards of Valaki are fairly strict. They won't let anyone pass unless they have some kind of documentation from Eastern Barovia. Did your father give you anything signed? Anything that could realistically help us out here?
You just kind of see him shaking his head slowly. No, but... Oh, wait. He starts digging in the bag, looking for something as he retrieves an envelope sealed with a just kind of a red wax insignia. He just passes you. Give this to the guard. Let him read it. I am sure that's exactly what he needs. I apologize. Us being chased out, I didn't have time to really prep anything.
I can't blame you. I'll be right back. As Bennett kind of slowly opens the door to the cart and steps out, not quickening any of his movements to try to not set anyone off, and just raising the envelope. Our passengers have this, if it would to count for anything.
You notice him just looking at the leather as another blonde woman just kind of slowly and silently walks up and stares at it as she takes it from you and passes it up to him. You can see him break the seal, just quickly open the leather, just staring at it for a bit. He begins to murmur to himself. After just a few seconds, he just waves in the air. Oh, why didn't you just give me this in the first place? You're free to enter the city. However, he just kind of looks at you. If I were you, I'd stop by that old toy maker's place first. And I suggest he just kind of leans in looking at you all, or at least Bennett and Hester. I would not make myself known in this town, especially because if this leather is true, you really don't want to bump into the burgomaster. You know him just kind of folding the leather and sliding it into his pocket as he just kind of stares at you. Open the gates. They won't kill us. They might actually help us. Anyway, you won't find much in the town right now. My suggestion, Blue Water Inn is, well, it's open. I think. Actually, I'm not really. He just kind of waves his hand. Whatever, I'm on patrol. You run into any hunters or any of that sort, give them a hand. There's a few things we can use if you're adventurers.
Got it.
Hearing Blue Water Inn, Bennett's eyes kind of rise up a bit. Right. Thank you.
He just kind of nods as he allows you to go through. As you enter into the town proper, you note just kind of an area that stops and stables as well normal. You have slowly but surely arrived in Valaki. As you head in towards the inner wall, and you note, you don't hear or see anyone. Actually, it seems like the streets are completely barren and empty. You remember and reminded quickly of the familiar rain as you slowly cross into town. You realize at the gates passing, your wagon just kind of fades away as it leaves you stranded walking.
Hmm.
That's.
Oh
not-
yeah, true. Nope, he's right. True.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was-
Yeah,
I was gonna
absolutely
mention that.
forgot about that.
I was curious about
Yeah, same thing as before. But you just note, while there are, well, it's much like the village of Barovia, there seems to be smoke in the chimneys or coming out, but there's absolutely no one on the roads. As you kind of pass by walking, shutters are clapping and there's absolutely nothing. Passing by your old familiar potion shop, there just seems to be a boarded up, just boarded up old building. Noting the Arasek stockyard as well, it's completely barren. Nothing really there. Can you guys still see these things?
Yeah.
You can still
I
see them, yes.
can see the
Oh.
little
Do they work?
markers. You can see
go ahead
it,
and click
but
on 'em.
you can't click on it.
Yeah, I could click on them.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can still see all the
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
By the way, are there those shadow people
Yeah, we don't need those.
as well?
Darklings. The dark.
Are there shadow people?
Dark-
Yes, you do. Okay, great. You do note the darklings. Just yes, they are walking around and just moving freely. I'll put those back later. Which ones work? Well, none of them do. Yay!
Stuff.
They're dying. Oh, actually, that one kind of did work.
No, the die pal.
Your house
Down
no
slap.
longer exists. You don't
Down
exist.
slap.
Con would be so proud right now.
Wait, what about
Uh,
Wednesday's toys? Where did that go?
Noting that as you're walking, you do note that Chilgrim begins to kind of stop, slowing down. You could see your body fading, just more than before, almost coming in completely invisible. Irina, noticing at first, she just kind of grabs for your hand. As you kind of reach out for her, her hand just kind of glides through you as she just looks again, and you just kind of disappear for a second. Just kind of turning and hey, everybody just kind of turning around. You slowly come back. You begin to feel ill. Make a Constitution save for me.
Oh no. Okay.
This,
Damn, bro.
when this
GG's.
happened to Pilgrim and looking over at me and Ben, are we like also having the same issue?
No.
Save and throw, right?
Yes.
Come on, Lucky. Hey.
You note slowly but surely beginning to vomit as you cough up a bit of blood. You can feel your body kind of just kind of begin to shake and twist. You take 4 damage as you kind of gather yourself. Looking down at your hands, they seem to fade again.
I don't feel so good.
So just kind of like noting the only thing that would make sense being the fact that she's near the Great Notions and Potions. Start by getting away from there. It's not affecting these two, so maybe it could be that.
Slowly making your way towards the town. Yeah, reluctantly. You know that it is rather just. There's absolutely nothing happening at all.
Do I start to fade away? Come back in?
What'd you say?
Am I still faded?
You are kind of in and out at this point. Oh, did that delete that accidentally?
Yeah, we got deleted.
I guess I'm
Yeah.
just kind of
No, everything's
I'll
done
move
now.
forward. Oh no, I haven't disappeared.
By that
Oh.
said,
Back.
where would you like to go?
Well, we just make our way to Blinsky's toys from here.
At least
I mean,
what
what-
I remember it being.
How dark is it right now?
It's still midday, or not day. It's still where were we? Yeah, it's still like noon. There's just a bit of an overcast, but there's always a bit of an overcast, and it is raining fairly profusely. But it is again always raining profusely.
Oh yeah. I mean, just making a point to just travel a route that doesn't pass in front of the Burgomaster's manor. We just make our way to Blinsky's toys, yeah, fellas?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it was right here, right?
It's been a long time since Blinsky did Blinsky things.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a good man.
Yeah, you guys left him to die, didn't you?
Yeah, we definitely did do that.
Wait.
Nah, we left him to die.
The first time
Yeah,
we
bro, he
messed up and he got locked up for it, but I remember us like carrying through with our deal with the Burgomaster to get him released.
Oh, that works out. Oh yeah, you did go back and like make things right.
Yeah, because that's where like the barrier for Valaki came in.
Oh,
See, I have memory. It's not the best at times, but I have memory.
I don't.
Good stuff, good stuff.
My bro, but we're becoming memories.
Okay, no, not yet.
Not yet. Ogum's already halfway there.
That's why I
No, I
said
don't-
not yet, because she's still here. You remember her. You see her. Stop it.
Oh no, man, my memory's getting kind of
Shut
fuzzy.
the fuck. I will find a way to bring that cart back and slam it over your head. You finna be rolling down this fucking town, you understand me?
Oh
Oh,
man.
here it is. I found it. Let's see. Pink,
Oh god.
pink, pink, pink.
Ooh, Blinsky.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
Piccolo.
Piccolo.
Piccolo and
Uh,
Blinsky.
Piccolo.
As you
Piccolo.
manage to find yourselves in Blinsky's toys, you note a small ramshackle shop, very familiar than before. In fact, identical in every way, shape, or form. The front just kind of showing a plethora of different toys, both wooden and made of different cloths. Going inside the shop, if you dare, you note just kind of stumbling over some crates and boxes. You're greeted by the very familiar interior of just a dark, dank building, only lit with a few candles in the distance across very dark, well, just rows of black oak shelving with old toys everywhere. Specifically, as you approach the counter, you know the gentleman just kind of humming a song as he hears the bell of his door finally ringing. As you're very much inside, he just turns to see you. Customers. Come, welcome to Blinsky's. Alme Blinsky out. You know him cheerfully, just kind of looking on in his old ratty jester outfit.
Oh, hello. We kind of here on request from the guards that guard the eastern gate. Said that we should visit you first thing when we enter the city.
You can see him just kind of slowly shaking his head. God. He just kind of slowly turns as he kind of looks over you all. Slowly noting your weapons and whatnot, he nods. I don't understand. I sell toys. He's kind of still not sure exactly.
Maybe there's something that you need help with.
He just kind of shakes his head a bit. Not that I'm aware.
Strange.
We traveled over from eastern Barovia. We were bringing some folks through the land as they were on a bit of a pilgrimage to every church. And when we told the guards this and we gave them a letter given to us by the burgomaster of Barovia before he passed away, they directed us to you.
He just kind of stops and stares for a bit. He just kind of looks again at you and then back. I still don't get. He just kind of stops as he notes Arena, and then looks back towards you, stopping once again and just looking at her. He nods his head slowly towards you. Yeah, yes. It was good that you stopped there. The girl, who is she?
Just looking towards Irina. Would you prefer to introduce yourself?
You know her just kind of looking at you, giving a faint nod. My name is Arena Koyana. I'm from the village of Barovia. I'm traveling with them as a pilgrimage for my father. You know, Blinsky's just kind of slowly just smiling as it grows wider and wider. He just looks behind him at a just an old wooden door and just rushes into it. You can just see him just go underneath and in between and then just right in through the door and just disappear, leaving you all amongst the just old toys and knickknacks for a bit. You know, the Arena just kind of slowly going around the shelves, getting bored and just playing with different things and looking at them. It seems you're alone in the store for a little while. What do you do?
Well, that didn't go as I thought it would.
Blinsky ran away in fear? Was that as it was
No,
getting...
he seemed to be like wanting to get something and just ran into his behind the door.
Did he ever turn, like, make eye contact with me?
I'm sorry?
Did he ever look towards me when he was like, looking at all of like
No,
when
he
he
didn't.
noted? Okay.
Looking at us, whereas we have.
I'm sorry, guy. What did you say?
Well, just staring at his wares. What type of knickknacks and toys he has?
You just note quite grotesque creatures and toys. Just rather strange things. Werewolf dolls, and you see toys dedicated to Strahd and different fantasy aspects. You note uh, quite a few dolls that seem related to things you've heard or seen throughout Barovia, except missing is one in particular. There seems to be only male creatures and heroes represented. That said, you kind of hear a behind you in the storage room as Blinsky fumbles slowly out. Oh, yes, yes. It's well. See. Let's speak of this. You know him kind of taking a case and setting it down, and unlocking it and opening it. You know the doll in the red dress as he just kind of places it down. Staring at the doll at first, you just kind of look at it and look back at him as he nods his head, almost excited. You see, you see. Uh, he just kind of looks at the doll and then points, noting the doll, bad representation, but as you kind of look at the doll, its eyes begin to glow green before fading as two small green jewels just sitting there. You also note that just kind of the layout of the dress begins to shift as you note Blinsky just saying, that girl, and she is who I've been creating for, well, about a month or two now, actually. But, well, Lindsay just kind of looks around. It may not make sense, but I know her. Hearing this, Irina's just looking over, Ismark also just, what do you mean you know her? As Blinsky just kind of stops. Well, I mean, I've seen her too. You see, the burgomaster here, every day he comes here. He's been doing it since he was but a boy. He tells me he has these nightmares and he sees a girl in his dreams. And he has me make these toys. Some of them, well, they look more like her than others, but it is her. I just don't know why. I understand why the guards told you to see me as, well, there's been some problems with the burgomaster lately. He's been erratic, unhinged. You see, well, I don't know why I feel so comfortable telling you this, but Lake Zarovich, to the north, there's been a cult there sacrificing children. Well, that's what the rumors say. No villagers are, well, we're not strong enough to go up there. Not stupid enough either. But there have been, well, to the south, there's a Vestoni camp. Word is that they've been working with vampires to kidnap children. Others say rumors have it that the cult and the Vestoni have nothing to do with each other, but rumors are rumors. All I know is this. The burgomaster has his hands full already with this town being overrun by vampires and werewolves on either side. But that lake is unprotected, and there's troubling screams coming from it at night. If for some reason the burgomaster stands guard there to the north, he seems to find peace there. Says that lake was where was the first time he started having dreams of the girl. He's must be connected, but I'm afraid it's driven him a bit mad. So, well, I feel as if this is a sign. All these toys seem to reflect something, but none of them are truly, well, she is the only thing that any of us see when we close our eyes, I guess. But only because of him. Something's happening. Like I said, it's been a month since those nightmares started. He used to have them as a child, but they stopped after a while. Blinsky just shaking his head. I'm sorry, I've talked a bit much. We don't get many visitors here in Valaki. I'm sure you're tired. The inn is close by. They have great entertainment and pretty good food. Could I interest you in any of Blinsky's wonderful toys, though, before you go? They're only a smidgen, 15 gold each. I do discounts for bonus. You put 2 and 2? No?
Maybe later.
He just kind of nods and bows a bit to you. Well then, friends. The girl. Keep her close. But be warned. If the burgomaster sees her, I imagine he would do anything to have her.
I understand.
Do you?
He just kind of nods, but
Sorry.
perhaps speak to him. I'd like to learn more about these nightmares of his. and what it has to do with the lake in the north. This town does not sleep anymore.
Do you know any tailors or people who sell clothes in this town? To keep her hidden, I think it'd be better if we maybe cover her up a bit, make it harder to recognize her. Like you said, everyone in this town's been seeing her.
I could just see him nodding. I'm afraid this town has nothing along the lines of shops or masters. The old burgomaster made sure of that before he was removed from power. Now, well, we've been on lockdown for quite some times. In truth, the only people here left are civilians. I have something. You can take some extra cloth I have to wrap her and keep you all safer. I'd just beware of back alleys and any old houses. The people of Valaki are, well, generally just scared of the werewolves. They too come down from the north whenever they get hungry. Snatch a child or two, maybe a goat, and we have to have another funeral. We're starting to run out of room.
Alright.
You see him nodding. Going back to his storage, he returns with just somewhat of a jester garb, only half made as he kind of hands it to you. Seeing that, Irina just kind of nods and quietly begins to leave. Bismarck taking the clothing and just kind of rushing out behind his sister. Irina, he just kind of says as he rushes through the door. What do you all decide to do?
Mister. Just kind of calling out to Blinsky.
He just kind of looks over. Call me Blinsky. All of my friends do.
Blinsky, wouldn't happen to know anyone in town that looks like me?
He
Would
just
you-
kind of looks down to you and then looks up. No, no one. That said, he just kind of thinks, well, maybe not down, but you certainly look familiar. You know that Vistani camp to the south is surrounded by the remains of Dusk Elf ruins. Yeah, you
Ruin?
kind of resemble them, although you're a little shorter. Well, a lot shorter. Huh? He just chuckles a bit.
Thank you for telling me that, Blinsky. Kind of
You
putting
can
me
see
in a
him
direction.
nodding.
Wait, so Bliss can see him?
Yeah, once you can see him.
Oh, good shit, good
You
shit.
can
That's
tell
why I said Mister. By the way, Irina, black hair, green eyes.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Making
Like a
sure.
red dress, right?
No, skip all that. It was
Ah,
very
for sure.
representation.
I was
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah, you guys should not be taking visuals as visuals. You take them. They're merely to help.
All right.
Like if anything, ask questions if you want specific details. Hey, Bo.
I gotcha.
With that being said, do you leave Blinsky's and go after Arena?
Unless everybody has anything else to do, I think, yeah.
I'll root by your door.
Nappy naps. With that, as you head out, actually, Blinsky's place is right here. As you head out, you note that Irina is just kind of standing in the rain, just staring up at it as Ismark rushes over to her and kind of puts clothing over her with Doryu. You can hear them kind of saying things, but you're not sure what's being said as they just kind of stand there.
Walking up towards our. You said that Ismark is covering Rena in a jacket.
Well, the clothing that you received, yeah.
Walking up to our. Arena, are you okay? You rushed out there at the end there.
You guys are just kind of staring up and then looking down. Not really. She just kind of shakes her head. This is the second time that somebody has wanted me. That's not exactly. She just kind of stops and looks down. Not great. It's kind of weird, actually. I'm not really. She just kind of shrugs. You know what? Doesn't even matter. You're all getting paid to keep me safe, I guess. Who cares? She just kind of puts her hand on her hilt of her blade and just kind of starts walking, turning, and noting the group. Where to next? You can see her kind of throw a hood up and just kind of cloak herself. Keeping her head pretty down, she pulls the hood over her and just kind of stares at the ground now.
I assume the church.
Well, maybe the church or the inn, all things considered.
Actually, Bennett, do you have like any place relevant to you?
The only relevant place I would have is the inn, for most part, because of Tamwin and...
I guess we'll see if well, if you go there and you start disappearing like Pilgrim, then well, yeah.
It's going to be a bit difficult.
If it's okay, I actually like to.
You cut out there.
I would actually like to see the diaper. I
Oh,
want to see the state.
There are no
Are you-
types in this universe. It's a good timeline.
are you? I just disregard that entirely. Are you sure that you're gonna be okay visiting the dive house?
I don't know, but I can't just not.
I mean, oh, okay. If you say so.
Unless you'd go for me.
I mean, I don't mind going for you. Sure. I'll go take a look. I'd imagine it's boarded up like the rest of it. But yeah, I'll go take a look for you, bud.
See if someone's inside.
Okay. And that, I mean, what's the just kind of like turning back to everybody, where are we going exactly? Because I'm pretty sure going through, if I remember correctly, the dive house is like somewhere around here, right?
I'll just point toward right there. It's actually
Yeah, so that part's not the issue. I do need to know because I know where everything is.
Yeah.
I do need to know where you're going and I guess in what order. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna like pass by the dive house while we head to the church, if we are going to the church, as I turn back to everybody else.
Yeah, I think it's best to go to the church first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we'll pass by the dive house. And just kind of turning to Tilgrim, just tell me if you feel anything strange, of course.
Of course. Of course.
All right. And with that, we head on to the dive house on the way to the church.
I gotta know. I gotta
course.
know.
But of course,
Just on the way to church. All right. Give me a sec. I have to hit buttons and do things.
That's your boss.
Uh-oh.
No.
Tilgum's Canada event. That's back come soon.
Oh, sure.
What does that mean? My canon event.
What do you think it means?
It's
Are
where
we
you
about
get
to
to
come
watch
across-
your Uncle Ben die.
You fucking yo.
It's okay, Pilgrim. I'm gonna buy you the battle pass. Uncle
What?
Ben, you can't use V-Bucks to buy a battle pass.
What the
The
fuck?
yellow hair just walks in the background.
Oh hell no.
We're already in a boss rush. We don't need this, dog. We don't.
Also, King, for context, Pete such in chat. Someone's got to carry on his legacy.
I mean, I'm aware of the legacy. Trust, like fret not. I'm pretty sure being racist doesn't give you good points, you know?
Hey. It's crazy. Last
There were some
Goddamn.
good dice.
So anyway, as you head down towards the dice house, you know that as you pass by, you just kind of see an empty lot where the house was.
Excuse
Just
me.
kind of completely flat over. It just seems like a cemetery has been built there, with just rows after row of headstones. You know, in this area, as you kind of pass by, there's headstones everywhere. Actually, even like next to houses. It seems that many have buried their dead directly in their own backyards.
Just like
Do I see any names?
yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Staring at them, you don't recognize any of them. They just seem to be different citizens, but certainly no mention of type or any names you're familiar with.
That's
That's very strange.
yes, very.
You can feel your body kind of tense up as your friends lose sight of you. You begin to again fade.
Shit.
I kind of clutch myself as that.
With that, you can kind of feel yourself coming back a bit. Just looking around at some of the faces. You
I'm here.
managed to. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say you managed to just phase out, or I'm sorry, phase back enough to just kind of feel yourself untense. Irina just kind of holding your hand and just kind of looking at you, with her head still up, shaking her head. Are you okay?
I think I'm okay for now. Thank you. I kind of just squeeze her hand.
She just nods towards you. As you continue traveling on towards the church, sorry. As you continue to travel onward towards the church, you well, again, don't know anybody as you come to the church. Ooh, sorry. Just like there we go.
As we approach, let's careful. Last church we were at.
Yeah. Where?
As you enter into the church, you're just kind of immediately hit with just the stale, dry smell of the church.
Ugh.
Opening the doors and just kind of walking in proper, you note the pews just lined and well covered in dust. The same layout as the church in Barovia. In fact, most of the churches you've seen, other than the abbey, are laid out the same. As you finally kind of look towards the tabernacle area, you could see a small woman just kind of kneeling there, praying with her eyes closed. As you just hear, and I guess, yeah, I could maybe get a boyfriend out of this. So, yeah, dear Saint Andrew, if you're done trying to murder everybody in this fucking town, please, boyfriend. Getting a little lonely here. You can hear just kind of a familiar giggling as drop you into a scene for no reason at fucking all. No, actually, I don't want to do that. That's a lot of work here. We'll just do this. This makes sense.
Is
All
that,
right.
is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it literally is.
Just is this
Not supposed to visit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I just need to hop. Ha 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 ha.
She's
There we
giant.
go. You note the woman just kind of looking up from her prayer and like turning towards you all. Ah. You note her just kind of staring at you as you fade in and out. Ah, I figured that was gonna happen. Hey, cuz. She just kind of looks at the rest of you. Oh, and the rest of you losers. What's going on? It's taken you. It's been 3 years now. Uh,
3 years.
That number just keeps going up.
she just nods. Well, of course it does. Haven't you figured out how time works here yet?
Oh, I haven't figured it out, and that's the problem.
A lot faster than in the dream, apparently.
It just depends on what direction you're going in, doesn't it?
Oh, well, now it makes sense.
So
The
you're
more west you go, the longer it is. The farther east you go, you just got here a second ago. Kind of strange, actually, but it's easier to get used to than that stupid dream, which was just whatever the Dark One wanted to do at the time. She just kind of looks around and dusts off one of the pews. Come, sit. There's more of you this time. Why are you guys making friends?
It's a long story. So just take a seat.
You can see her kind of pop up on the altar and just kind of sit there swinging her legs. Well, since you've made it this far, I suppose I owe you an... probably don't, actually. I think I... Wait, she just got counting on her fingers. Huh. Hey, Pilgrim, do you still have that book I gave you?
I should just go ahead and like looking into my bag and digging through a bunch of stuff. Do I have it?
You know the alchemy book is still there.
Yes, I do. Here.
She just kind of puts both her hands in front of her. Nah, I don't need it. That's for you. Gosh, I hope you've been using it at least.
Just not along. I have. Not as much as I wanted to, but I have.
She just nods at you. That happens when you get busy. Anyway, if you still have that, then you also have that jewel I gave you, right? From the old woman?
Yes. And I kind of
You know her leerily looking around at you. A familiar sight of her just kind of bracing herself.
I'll take it out of my pocket and just hold it.
You just see her kind of wipe away at her forehead. Oh, okay.
we didn't lose it. We didn't lose it.
No, I trusted you every second of the way. All right, if that's the case, then I've given you enough. I don't know you shit. She just says that as she kind of just sits there swinging her legs. But I'll tell you this place is insane. So, I couldn't figure it out, but the whole St. Andrew thing. So I was just kind of saying to myself, St. Andrew's up in the mountains flying around above the lake. She's, well, raining down hell upon everything that comes near the lake. Something about trying to cleanse the land of the sin caused by, I don't know, some cultists or some shit. Supposedly they're kidnapping kids, but I've already been up there. The only person I've run into is the burgomaster, tearing trees down with that stupid arm of his. But, better safe than sorry.
Arm?
Oh.
I just
She
say.
just kind of nods. Yeah, Isaac Strazi.
Oh.
He's the burgomaster here?
What the fuck?
She just kind of shrugs. Yeah, he's been the burgomaster for a few years now. He was the burgomaster when I got here. Something about having to behead the old one for trying to murder the villagers or something like that. Supposedly, this big new fence thing they put up was all his work, trying to keep the people safe. But well, lately I hear he's gone kind of nutty.
He's mentioning some dream.
Yeah.
We stopped by Plinsky.
She just kind of nods before kind of looking back up. Huh. With that, she notes Irina and just kind of stops. Yeah.
This is Irina and Ismark.
Uh-huh.
Irina, this is Doherty, my cousin.
You just note Doherty's taking, like, just kind of sliding off the tabernacle and just kind of walking out of the church without kind of acknowledging.
Oh,
Tilgrim, you're with me, she says as she begins to walk.
Okay. Just following along.
Okay.
As you kind of catch up, she just kind of puts her arm over you as she drags you forcefully out of the church
Oh, okay.
and closes the door behind you. Clank, clank, clank.
Am I in trouble? In trouble?
I don't know, but we're ending the session there.
Oh, no!
Not exactly.
Oh yeah, there they go.
And just like that, Tilgrim was never seen again.
Good shit. Good shit.
Strong,
The world
but-
is better without him.
God,
I'm kidding.
wow.
I'm kidding. I'm literally kidding.
I knew my boy said the legacy had to continue, but I ain't know you inherited it. That's wild.
Oh no, that's his. That's all his. Don't worry about it.
Wait, no, you know what's crazy?
Like you finna change your PFP and change your name to Carl a little bit.
No, you know, the last version of Dipe before Carl's, like, I don't even know what you call that just chain of words. It's literally Wolfram saying something, and it's just all Carl for like a hot minute.
Oh man.
These dang Dipes, Dipes ain't good. Man, these Dipes, jeez, these Dipes. No, I don't trust the Dipes. Screw the Dipes.
Chill out with all that. Chill out with all
So
that.
crazy.
Damn dirty.
Like, chill out with all that. If bro died, I bet he would have came back as the Uncle Ruckus of Dipes. All right, we don't need that.
He can't be Uncle Ruckus of Dipes.
he ain't a Dipe.
Blood ain't a Dipe.
He would have come back as one if he died as Khan.
Oh my god.
I need to make that fucking meme now.
Oh,
It's like, what was it? It was hate schools become schools, hates Titans become Titans, and then it was just a picture of.
holy shit.
It's just a picture of Khan, just there.
Yeah, please tell me you have Khan's profile picture.
Hold on.
Oh
hold
my
on.
god.
I think I have something. Hold up. Let me cook. I'm pretty sure I have something of this man. Because I know I got everyone's character stuff to put on screen. Got it.
Horrible person. You're a horrible person. I hope you know that. I hope you know that you're trash.
No, because here's the thing, right? I'm making memes.
Oh
I
my
call me an
god.
old person.
Oh my god.
I'm just doing it because the meme is funny. I'm not advocating for this at all. This is just funny.
Provides fucking like whole ass guns to the clan.
Okay, hold
Isn't
on.
You mean the
racist.
clan?
Hold on now. I ain't providing no firearms, no weapons. This is literally for a joke. Like, who is this harming?
Come
If anything,
on,
this
man.
is anti-clan activity right here.
Holy.
unless you're trying to tell us something, King.
Am I trying to tell you something? What do you think I'm trying to tell you? I wonder
mean,
how many words you're gonna shove down my throat. Let's go.
I
let's
mean,
go.
we're making fun of the clan. What are you trying to say here, buddy?
I don't know, man. What a guy. This.
This dude.
Man, my cane. Man, I don't even care, bro.
That was just funny.
Yeah, I'm happy I gave my sword. I thought about getting my sword. But thank you going first, Kester. Thank you very
I'm gonna
much.
keep it a full stack, bro. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Nah, bro saying, yo, thanks, Kester, for your noble sacrifice. I was about to give him my sword. Yo, good thing that you were the example that we all need. Shut the fuck up. My god, I don't even use it all that much, but now I'm fucking pissed.
Bro, you ain't-
I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed about it.
it's like saying someone just show your old pair of shoes that you don't wear anymore.
It ain't old. I definitely use it as spellcaster. I just never stabbed anybody with it. Oh my god. Now I gotta use my hands like the peasant folk. What the fuck?
I mean, you can still use the cane.
Don't you have a focus or something like that, or component power?
That was the game. Oh my god.
That was the whole time.
Okay, hold on now.
What the? Is that Switzerland? Is that Sweden?
That is just Switzerland.
Is that Sweden? Nah, that's Sweden.
Like,
that is just the
Oh, because
flag.
in my
That
brain-
is just
in
the
my brain,
fucking
Is
flag.
that because the name
Okay.
has Swedish descent?
no, because usually for arcane focus, either orb ring or fucking what you call it, orb ring, or like a. I have no clue for cane. That part is unique to me. This type of orb on or something like that. Is it a gem?
Oh my goodness. Alright, gents, you're back. So how did it
Doherty
go?
and Toga return to the church. The session ends.
Good shit, good shit. Love that, love that.
Ah,
So how did it go? How was your talk? How was your
I look very concerned and anxious, more so than usual.
Oh, that's literally not good. Yeah, what?
that's a way to leave us off for a week. Okay.
Oh yeah. Nah, bruh. You gotta be like cold sweat, panicking, shivering, shaking. Like more so than usual? Shit.
Yeah, no, it is like actually serious then.
More so than usual.
Nah, Blood got COVID. Nah, it's over.
Yo, what was happening in this chat, bro? Why is
You act like you wasn't there for
This
it.
isn't real, bro.
Yes, it is. Look
So
up
Jerry,
dive right now. Look up dive right now. You will see that.
God.
Wait, I don't get the last one. What's the?
So,
I hate Titans. There's the Titans. I
Yeah.
hate ghouls. There's the ghouls. I hate vampires. There's the vampires.
No, you're right, though.
See?
You're alright.
See?
It's like everything bad happening is these fucking types' fault, bro.
Literally.
Every fucking time, dog.
Okay.
Every time when this man was around, it was nothing but just like something bad
Damn,
happened.
dirty
You could trace
Dipes.
it back to the Dipes, and this man just went full prejudice mode.
Oh my.
No
goodness.
holding back. You know this shit is true too.
Oh my.
Like you
goodness.
deny it, but you know it's true.
Yo, Bennett. Wait, never mind. I got it. Where is it? Where is it?
I'm gonna save my question for Dorothy later. Hold on, read this shit.
No, it's not in your inventory.
Wait, what are you looking for?
The tier.
It's in my inventory. It's down near loot.
Yeah.
What's it
Tier of
called?
necrosis.
Tier
necrosis.
There we go. Got it. Oh, I see it. Okay.
Hmm.
I want to make sure I get the whole name.
Tier of necrosis. Alright, good shit. I can't wait for you to enlighten us about that next week.
Okay.
I mean, that is if you can.
Like from 1 scale to 10, how fuck are we?
Huh?
From scale 1 to 10, how fuck are we?
Do not answer that. I do not
Do
care.
not answer that, please.
Yo, in
do
fact,
not
let me
answer
mute.
that question.
Strahd has a Metal Gear, doesn't he?
Okay, hold on now.
Also, because I'm never fucking sure if anybody actually pays attention to this stuff, but it kind of is. Well, it's just pure lore shit. The gem says something. They all say everything says something.
Yeah.
I can't really read it on the account.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in chat because like no one reads the item stuff, but this is fucking Dark Souls, so
I literally can't. I can't read it. I can't.
I
I
thought you
always
could all
assume
look
you guys-
into my inventory.
I can
yeah,
look
I
into
always
your inventory,
assume
but I
you
can't
guys
click on
share
your
items.
stuff.
That's what it says. But it's quoted.
Where is
differently,
that?
Same shit.
Where's that at?
It's on the item. All the items that are important say things. Just so you're aware, like I put item stuff in the items. All your items say things.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean like an inventory. I can't open that shit.
No, you could look at his inventory, I think. But you should all like at least have like a central note place that just has this stuff at least. Because it's kind of relevant. And that's me saying that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Because I don't really just write shit for funsies.
What about my
'Cause-
hammer?
Because up till now, I legit
Your
thought
hammer?
that like, Jesus Christ. Because I legit thought that like everybody was able to like open up items and like see their descriptions. They just weren't able to like mess with it.
We cannot do that.
I realize that now because like before I was told like yeah everybody can look into my inventory because you know I was pretty much holding everything.
Yeah.
Players. Oh,
But anyway, that's mostly for Zion because Zion. Did you read the description?
Of the Tears of Necrosis?
Yeah. Read the description. Hopefully, it'll click with what we were talking about.
Okay.
yeah. I can open. Yeah, we can open shit.
No, I can't read it.
It's on. It's in this
Look in session chat.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Read that and then hope to God you understand things better.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I love it when he says, "Oh," and then like
Wait.
spends 3 years thinking.
Okay, wait. I understand what you said.
That's not a good sign.
Never a good sign.
Yeah, really ain't a good sign.
No, I'm stupid.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Let him cook. Hold on. Let him cook.
Come on.
It might be a
Yeah,
little
just-
bit slow, but let him cook. You got it, Zion. Just
Is
think.
this one of the specs from Strahd, bro? Because I remember you only said that. You only see my
That's
brother.
fine.
No,
That's fine.
just let him think.
No, I'm asking myself generally, like from perspective from Strahd.
Mm. Huh.
She love, yeah. This has to be from perspective from Strahd. Because I remember mentioning with from the old lady. He just said he put him in the friend zone. He wants to see another brother.
Was it written by Strahd? Is that what you said?
I mean, I feel like most items are probably from perspective from him. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean because based on what I see right now.
Well,
They always say
considering
me,
the
me, me.
content,
Yeah.
I
Sure,
would
yeah.
assume that this is not in fact written by Strahd and is probably written by or refers to Baba Lazaga. But what do I know?
Well,
I mean,
the first part I can see is point, because it talks
Yeah.
about 5 shards from a broken heart. So Crow, she saw us for who we were. She loved me, but only as a brother. That we pretty much got from the story and.
I
his
was looking
tone.
at the quotes.
Yeah, the quote is something different. I'm just talking about the first
yeah.
part. So
Okay, yeah,
that's
it's
what he's
something.
talking about.
There's some accent like these boomerangs scripted items. Like, is it this like each item's like a memory? It doesn't mean. If so, shit, I'm sorry, reading more shits now.
Okay. 1 of 5 swords.
I can't open shit.
Understood. Heart.
Okay.
The soul grows cold. Understood.
Okay.
Quarter of everything. The quarter of the first sentence. Understood.
Okay. What about the rest of it?
Mr. J, can I talk?
No.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
You're free to, as the kids say, cook.
Let's go.
She saw us for who we are. She loves me only as a brother and elder. I'm thinking of Ismark. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong there, so I'm gonna move on for now.
I think we could talk about it.
You sure? I might forget.
I mean, why do we? Oh. I mean, I thought you like were noting things or stuff. Never mind.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I
Go
should
ahead.
do
Yeah,
that.
nah. Now lay it all out, and then
Okay.
I'm sure not all of us will forget it in the time it takes you to come back to this part. Yeah, go ahead and lay it all out.
In all that youth lies what I can never again have. That has to be Strahd saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense.
Because
Yeah, because
he's
too
old, and we were told his weakness was his age,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
A mother's love has no need of blood or honor. It is unconditional and perfect. It is terrifying and absolute. My goodness, there are so many mothers in this campaign.
I mean, I would assume it would be the mother of Strahd, well, at least the foster mother, so to speak, if that's the right word I'm using, which would be Baba Lazaga. That's what I think. I mean, does anybody
She's
have
dead,
any reason?
though.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. She is dead in the dream, and I'm probably out here too. Honestly, yeah.
It is unconditional and perfect. Okay.
I mean,
I
she
get
was
the- I get-
very into the idea of protecting her son from us, the demons.
who get rid of demons.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Alright.
Mr. J. I'm
Oh
sorry.
fuck!
She's basic
Oh
Karen.
no!
Oh, my little Timmy would never do
Oh
that.
no! I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna no.
I'm
Please.
sorry.
You're sorry for what? What happened?
I'm stupid.
Oh my god!
You're not stupid. I just don't understand
No,
what's
he
happening.
spoiled the plot.
Wait, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just,
Explain.
just.
What are you talking about, dude?
I can't.
So I'm like
figure it
writing
out.
something. What happened?
I can't figure it out.
Oh,
I mean-
okay, that's fine.
Wait.
Just tell us what he said, I guess, so that we can
No.
all figure it out.
No,
Like,
I get
Yeah.
the stuff that was obvious. I get that.
Okay.
Well, everything I said was in character, so he couldn't tell you without metagaming.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay. All right. Now
Okay.
hold off.
I
Not,
get.
but he's not like. It's not important. It's
Okay.
just I don't know. I'm just gauging some stuff based on if I can explain something to you and you actually understand it based on the lore of the game. Because if not, that defeats the purpose of a lot of D&D stuff.
I broke down what Doherty said. I have all of
No,
that.
you're overthinking it, man. I was only asking,
no. Yeah.
did you understand what the discussion about the soul meant, and when she was talking about with 5 pieces, and
Oh yeah, I understood
and
that.
what that
That's
means,
clear.
and what that represents,
Okay, you kind of lost me
or what
there,
the soul.
but
What do you just
I'm
ask me? Like,
overthinking it, but
yeah. So do you understand what the soul is and how the 5 parts are going to influence it? Is basically
yes, yes.
okay. That's all I meant.
Okay, sure.
Because
I
the
think
thing
so.
because on the gem it says that it says 5 shards.
Yes. I understand. Okay, it's clicking. Yes.
All right, you're fine, bro.
Oh, good stuff.
I need to play more adventure games.
What the? Okay.
No, you just need to do whatever you want. Honestly, if you're actually trying to get better at that, you just read books.
Books?
Most likely adventure novels, but books nonetheless. Hell, you don't
My
have to read
sister
books. You
here.
can watch movies, listen to things. You could literally anything that's fantasy based is built on D&D. If you watch it or partake in it, you will learn something if you care enough about the thing you want to learn. I guess.
I watched a lot of Doctor Who growing up.
I mean, do you apply Doctor Who stuff you really liked to your D&D stuff?
Probably not. No.
Oh,
Fair enough.
yeah, that's
Probably not.
it's application, man. It doesn't matter what you watch. Like everything fantasy based in any little way, shape, or form, even sci-fi, is based on D&D, right? And D&D is directly. I'm sorry, it's all based on Tolkien. Everything is based on Tolkien. So everything goes from him to modernizing in D&D to being pretty much that's it. It's fantasy, right? So you can learn from anything. Again, I told y'all before, reading The Hobbit, very good place to start really getting into the deep fantasy. It's the first, it's the originator of it all.
Oh.
But outside of that, it's a children's book. But outside of that, yeah, dude, if you're interested in trying to connect the dots and stuff, I don't know, play Professor Layton or some shit, or games like that. Just do what you want, bro. There's no fucking rules.
Okay.
I think you just overthink everything, dude. Which is, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure you understand, like, what was said to you. Because it matters a lot to not then say, oh, I forgot, or I don't remember. Because, yeah, party-to-party details matter.
Okay. I'm looking for.
Okay, I want to DM you one question, and this is the only thing I'm missing on that talk. The only thing between me and Doherty.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the mystery. But hey, y'all want to fight another saint?
I don't know, bro. I feel like
We kind of got like fucked up like the last time.
so. Let's ask Dorothy if he has playing potions, mainly haste potions.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the haste potions is not
Brother.
gonna help you in the fight against
Bro.
Saint Andro.
Bro.
Brother,
I'm
please,
sorry, you're strong.
please
You ain't fighting
curb,
Saint Andro with that.
curb the haste stuff. Like, At this point, we're thinking about survivability over like pure damage output. So just like curb it for a bit.
I mean,
really ain't killing her. I'm gonna keep it real. We're not killing her. Like, she's kind of beefy, and you having haste really wouldn't help you.
Like right now, I think the best thing we can try from where we are is to look for traces of the cult wherever it could be to try to get the bones back. That's already up there. We have to do something about that, because until we do, they have both saints under their control. Literally making them puppets. So
I literally agree with you.
as soon as we can find like a trace of that to follow or something, that should pretty much like take priority or lead, so we can have an easier time going around. Essentially, we knock out like
There's one stone.
at best we knock out a boss fight in this boss rush, and that's if. That's a lot of ifs, but bear with me.
I mean, I get it. We also need to let these two lovely lads and ladies, lad and lady, do their little prayer thing that they have to do. That's guidance, and hopefully that guidance will include what to do about Saint Andrew.
We have to find one more egg, because we have Saint King's Hells, we have the amulet around Irina's neck, which is a green egg.
One more egg?
Yeah.
Because the tear of necrosis was a different thing than the egg.
No, it is. We're talking about the eggs separately. The tear is not the same.
There 5 eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5 eggs. We're looking for one more, because the 4th one is around Irina's neck.
I thought that was a tear of necrosis. Well, another tear.
That was the egg. Because we already have the green tear of necrosis. It's in the bag.
Good shit. Love that, Mr. J. All right, cool. So never, everybody scratch that. Scratch that.
No, he just went.
I'm joking.
Like, simple fucking like question. It's an easy thing. There's 5 items. They're different colors. They have distinct looks. You're just supposed to know how to deal with that. You play fucking games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't also the I forgot his name that preached.
Also, just to help those of you who are, I don't know, because some of you are have trouble identifying certain things, I guess. Here, this is an egg, right? This is the egg. So, I love that. Yeah. It's so cute.
Very cute.
Yeah, definitely a face a mother could love.
It is different than a tear. You have this one. All right.
Yeah, that looks about right.
So
they also do different things. You just don't know what they do.
Yeah.
So we have the yellow egg, the blue egg, and the red egg. The green egg is currently around Irina's neck, her amulet. I don't want to say assume, but it was around her neck. That's where the green egg is.
Yeah, I thought it was like a jewel and not a monstrosity.
I mean, you can see it in her image if you look at it.
Where is her image?
Give me a sec. I'm working on that too, you son of a gun.
Thank you, Mr. J.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, by the way, it was my shittiest photoshopping ever.
Thank you.
Oops. Man gets bored.
Hey, Bennett, what does one of the eggs say? Saint.
The saint egg?
There you go.
You can see it right on her neck there.
Good stuff.
So that makes 4 of the eggs that we not have, but we know. We have 3 on us, 1 around her neck. That leaves 1 more egg to be found. If I remember right. Yeah, that leaves 1 more egg to be found. When it comes,
doesn't the I forgot the dude from the beast people,
Mr. J.
didn't he have one around his neck too?
Those earrings.
I remember at the very start of the campaign, when we dealt with Gaston's Revenant for the first time, we found a white egg. Is that what you're referring to?
No, the one that the preacher had, the one that put animal people together. I forgot his name. Shit.
Yeah, the
You mean
abbot.
the
when
abbot?
we,
Yeah,
when
the
we
abbot,
dealt
yeah.
with Gaston's Revenant for the first time. That's what I was talking
Oh,
about.
okay. Oh, I thought it was a red. Oh shit. It was red.
No, it was described as a white or gray egg.
Okay, never mind. Okay, didn't make sure. Okay.
And I remember
No,
we
okay,
left it
yeah.
with the abbot because we didn't know what to do with it.
Can someone give me like the spark notes on what I missed? I just got back.
So you guys want to go hit the dream world and get that shit back, or?
What were you saying, Zion?
Those earrings around Irina's the earrings, her earrings. Those are just regular earrings, right?
How would you know?
Yes, they were the ones fashioned out of emeralds made by her father.
Okay.
Because she so loved the story of Strahd and the stories of well, the other fables about vampires that you guys heard a bit about.
Okay. Regular earrings. Understood.
So,
Good stuff. Oh.
yeah. 4 eggs. The last one, I believe we did leave with the abbot at the very start of the campaign because we didn't know what it was. And it had dropped from the Revenant of Gaston. We have to go back and ask about that.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So that's the eggs. The tear, we have Tear of Necrosis. Takes the place of the mother. We still have 4 more to find there. I'm not gonna assume who goes there, but we have 4 more to find on that front.
What is the necrosis part of it? Like, can we tie that in somewhere?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, okay. Zion said, "Don't worry about it," so it's fine. What else?
I mean, you can just cover bases, but
I mean,
I have an idea.
if it makes you really, really like, I guess, happy, just look up the word for each of them and you'll understand what they are, I guess.
Here I go.
I thought necrosis would be an easy one.
I mean, I know what necrosis is in and of itself, but like I was wondering how it tied into the tale that we have here.
Oh, I mean,
Because we know it refers to the mother, but I didn't really understand how necrosis tied into whatever the hell Baba Lazaga was. She was kind of young when we killed her.
I mean, figuring that out is far more philosophical.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really built in to be figured out
Okay.
by anybody but the sweatiest nerd.
Alright, good shit.
Yeah,
This looks like
but
a job
there's a
for me.
reason for everything. There always is.
Okay.
I'm not much about I'm good at making stuff up. I'm not good at random making stuff up.
Okay.
Like everything has to be tied down.
Okay. Alright, gotcha.
My dumb ass is gonna forget this girl.
Okay.
So there's that. There's the eggs. We already have an idea of where to go on that.
Yep.
We do have to stop by the windmill to see if we can pick up a dream pie or two. Go back to the dream and get it.
Just asking, do you want to go to Kresk or no?
Yeah,
for this we pretty much have to go to Kretsk to finish off like the pilgrimage.
Yeah, like let's finish that all off.
How long? Wow, wait, years.
Yeah. 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 Time. So time doesn't revert when we come back this way, right? But it just is shorter.
It just slows down from what Doherty said.
Oh yeah, good stuff. So
Head west. Time to go quickly. No.
West is
time goes
quicker.
quickly.
Yeah.
East is slower.
Slower, yeah.
Wait, isn't the other way around?
No,
As in,
No.
like,
No.
literally not.
the
No.
farther
Yeah.
west you go, the more years pass.
That's literally what we said.
In the west, time goes faster, more years pass. In the east, time goes slower, so only
Okay.
days or seconds would pass. It's time difference.
Speaking of, we gonna pass by that little ruin us hole in the ground.
To help you face your fear, most likely.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff. We're not doing that on the way, right? I'm gonna cry.
I mean, it's relying on you, but yeah, you already know urgency and all that.
Oh yeah. I really don't want to meet her on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And she did say she's waiting on me. And I kind of got an idea of what to do. And I'm gonna be really, really mad about it if I fail.
Yeah.
An idea is better than no.
Yes, to the heartbreaker.
Yeah, kiss to the heart. What the? Shut the fuck. Oh my god. Now I'm tired. Oh my god. Don't talk to me, dude. Not talk to me.
Nah. He's got the stoves on, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He got the stove, the pot, and the ingredients. He's reading over the recipe list right now. I think he's cooking.
That was so vile. That was so vile and uncalled for. Literally,
you guys do it.
Uncalled for.
Oh, don't even run that. Don't even run that. Don't stop. Shut up.
So what you
I'm
guys
just
do it.
saying,
No problem.
like Kester's found himself around that crowd. Like we can start.
Wow,
we can
crazy,
start saying
man.
stuff now.
When y'all do it, when y'all do that, it's perfectly fine. But when I do it, it's a big problem.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm a hypocrite. Yes,
Crazy,
I am a
man.
hypocrite. How did you know?
Nah, bro.
Crazy,
This
man.
one, this brother over here, guy, he's kind of cooking. I don't know.
That's crazy, man.
Anyways.
Double standard.
Anyways. Shut up. Oh, no, shut up. Ow.
Anyways, yeah, but yeah,
Common
we have,
Kester L.
but yeah, we have the bones to think about. We have the last egg to at least look into.
Yeah, heading to Kretz already, and we also need to chat with the soul of what was his name? I don't remember. Edwin. I don't remember. But we know who he is. You gotta chat with that soul. Maybe catch up with the old magic man himself. I guess we could. I didn't say that. Whatever.
The old magic man.
Yeah, I was more talking about the Dragonborn guy, but you know, I guess we could talk to Mordenkainen.
You guys think Mordenkainen also tastes like mad drugs?
Yeah, I said the Dragonborn guy. I didn't call him by his name because I forgot his name. What do you want to talk about it?
Nah, you good.
Yeah, cool.
That nickname just hit though, you know.
Yeah, so sorry, bro, but like,
I'm just saying.
I forgot about him. How about that?
Like, if he starts shouting and shit starts happening, I'm just saying.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, Milligrove. I mean, by the time we get there, considering the way time is running, bro's probably already dead.
What do you mean, bro?
Shoot me, what do I mean, bro?
Actually,
it's literally just how it works.
Hold on.
I mean, he ain't that old, man.
Mr.
He's
J.
not that old, but like, go ahead.
Mr. J, you there?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. At the start, I remember Irina and Ismark telling us like how many of the towns we have to visit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they mention Old Berez on the list of churches to visit, or was it just Barovia, Valaki, and Kretsk?
Yeah, there's no village in Berez. You were.
I'm pretty sure Drunk is abandoned.
Somebody told you to go visit it. Blinsky told you to go see it if you're interested in. Wait, was it Blinsky?
No, it was Corwin.
That was Oh yeah. Blinsky told you to not. Yeah. Corwin told you to go visit it after he saw Irina with a smile.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I had that right and wasn't just misremembering stuff.
Okay. We are on the right track, I think.
Thank you.
What's the I think part there for?
Because
that's
we are
just a tick of
never fully sure until it's done.
Yep. I've had many bad calls where I thought I was right and wasn't.
Yo.
I mean, you don't gotta tell me about that one.
Yeah, I don't gotta tell you about that one. I mean, so what are you thinking, boss?
Okay. Yes, I understand. I can read.
Man's on this Mordenkainen shit. Let's go, bro. Like, tell me what you think.
Because this is villain arc.
I don't know, man.
He's finally snapped.
Yo, I haven't. This is just a inane thought that came out of nowhere. Don't ask me where it came from.
Where
The
came from?
eggs.
Uh-huh.
What if we break them?
All hell breaks loose.
Hold on now. Wait. He kinda cooking right now.
Okay, so
No, because I'm thinking they're eggs, right?
I feel like that
What's
should be like the
inside
last resort.
I mean, after we get them all, we can make a banger omelet, bro. Like, fellas.
I wouldn't go that far.
Nah, I'm the guy. I'm the guy with the plan.
This
Literally
mother-
the gourmand.
this man said,
Never let him
let's make a
cook again."
pride omelet. This is crazy.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think we could get something going.
Question. For the speaking of that, for the slot gems, right? Aren't there exact similar colors as well too?
I'm
So what?
sorry.
Uh,
I forgot. There's another 5. I forgot. There's 3 5s. There's also the slot. Actually, there's. To be honest with you, there's more than that. I just,
Yeah, shit. Love that.
there's 3 other things in this campaign that, but the other 3 are completely optional. So you just missed them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't really miss them, but she did.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah. You picked up 1. I think you picked. No, you picked up 3 of the 5 items. No, 3 of the 7 items.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah,
like
there's
twice,
also
maybe?
the
3 at the 7.
this what's her name? Corinne Bailey Ray or whatever.
Yeah.
I could have sworn
I
we had
love this chick's voice. The last ones are these things.